Hello guys, hello everyone, welcome to the stream, and of course it's week 2, day 3 of the APC. And here I'm Black Matter, of course, casting again with you, with my co-caster here, Ben. Hello Ben, how are you doing today, man?
I am doing well, Black Matter. Thank you so much. How are you doing too?
Yeah, I'm fine, man. Straight to the highlights of the previous games we streamed earlier. Mashada, Reborn, look at those kills, man. The old and short, and man, we did see these teams fight, and did they fight, man?
Yeah, they did just that. They did just that. I didn't even expect that kind of gameplay from Mashada at all. I didn't know that they had that. I didn't know they were built like that. They showed us that they are different, and they came with force, and they bested Reborn in the gameplay. Yeah.
They did best Reborn, but still Reborn did also give them a run for their money as well, because man, these guys, they fought, but then we got Stormy there with that Axium 4 dealing a lot of damage and picking up those numbers, and of course Reborn getting past that 200-point mark. Still, yeah, even if Mashada took the hard point, they still showed that Reborn still showed that at least they could still fight for it to a degree and to a impressive extent, actually.
Yeah, impressive. And I wonder, I want to feel the pressure they felt during 247, 200 kind of thing. They have to race from P3 to P4 to try to get the comeback. But it's just 3 seconds left for Mashada to win that match. All right, now we have Group B. Yeah, we're seeing some amazing teams, the likes of Cyclone Gaming, Nonagon Esports, Nonagon Esports, Crows, Aurora, Mighty, Eclipse, ASG himself, NATO, Void, and so on and so forth.
We've got Cyclone, we've got Nonagon, we've got Crows, we've got Aurora, a lot of teams. Then, of course, we've also got ASG, our sponsors for the APC, guys. They are the ones, our sports gaming are the ones sponsoring the APC, guys. And of course, their game is going to be the first game we will be streaming tonight. And man, look at that qualifiers bracket B. We are seeing Cyclone, ICN, Reborn, Reject, and Axium, and then other teams just there waiting to fight it out until that round 3, man.
Yes, and it's the main match right now is going to be ASG versus CZY Esports. But then you're saying APC. I think it was African Championship Circle. I mean African, right? Am I right? Yeah, African Championship Circle. So I don't know where you're getting the P from. So I don't get that. Is that, am I mistaken, or you're the one mistake? You're making the mistake there?
Yeah, the thing is, right now the African Championship circuit is actually divided into 2, and right now we're actually on the African Professional Series, if I'm not mistaken, production. But still, look at the qualifiers bracket B, and look at the round 2 here. We've got Dynamics, we've got Strix Gaming. I want to believe that's Strix, but still, hey, no time here. Let's just get straight into the maps, and man, this is where they are about to clash. It's Hardpoint on Summit.
Yeah, Hardpoint on Summit. This is my favorite map. After Summit is Hacienda and so on. Summit is my favorite map to play at points. And even Search and Destroy in rank. I love playing Summit so much. We're going to get in the game right now. It's going to be ASG starting off on the other side. On the other end is CZY.
We'll start off now. Come before the storm and ASG. Our sponsors, hopefully they do put up a show here. Numbers back and forth. The hill time already being contested by both teams. CZY having a slight lead here, just one number, but ASG are quick to take it back and take back that lead. Trying hard, triggers well, finding 2, and now they will have a very good lead. And CZY, you can't afford to get slack. You can't afford to slack on here.
Yeah, they cannot afford to slack indeed, but they are now back in the points. It's 14-7. Half of it, 14-8 right now. Look at the CZY boy holding the computer room. No, he's going to get shot. No, he actually gets a kill right there. I thought he was going to get shot down, but it's a different ball game. Yeah, these players have some amazing aim, some incredible aim there. But now the lead is going to be to the way of CZY on P1, but that's so close. It's still anyone's game at this point.
Try hard, pick it up for 2. Definitely trying hard Dragon Cards picking up another and more move for, but then CZY managed to catch up and the scores are tied 19-19. They heal in their favor, and that's ASG saying no can't do. Trick picks up another 2-piece. Grim finds Tragic, and so far CZY looks like they will be stuck playing catch up, man.
Yeah, they stop playing catch up now. It's just blue on the clear field right now. 30-40 as the 40 right now. The contest comes straight there, but Triad is going to find that Sparrow in the hand for that man. Is he gonna pop it now? Yes, he's gonna pop it now. Does he find anyone right there? He strays one. The green arrow is gonna find one, but gets shot down by himself there. Now his cars in the points. No, he's tricked right here in the points as he's gonna find one on the bottom side there. Still another one coming through the contest on the bridge. Doesn't find him. No, he's gonna get shot down anyway. And now it's, the contest is still coming through. 57-21, 60 now is going to be the points we're seeing right now. 61. We're going back to P. We're going to P3.
P3 we will be going to, and those scraps, ASG still feeding off it. And I like the fact that they've broken out of that tie and just giving CZY a lead here. But then it looks like we move 4, and 68-21 is where we are at. The help taken back by CZY, maybe to make a difference and finally take things back into control. And still 30-68, they are still behind. They're hitting their favor. Tragic finds one at the 2-piece for Tryhard with that VMP, and it will deny them. Now ASG getting even closer to 100 mark. 17 will be Tryhard grip. They're making that kill feed all blue. 35 seconds of that hill. Upgrade skills now being brought out by Ross. The deck machine for triggers way ahead of him with that equalizer as he finds a 2-piece there. Ross falls. Deck machine not able to make the most of it, but 85-38 is where we are. And CZY, what is going on?
CZY trying their best to get back in the game as they have taken the scrap time from themselves. 12 seconds left. Now it's going back to the way of ASG, but now CZY have P4 locked in for themselves. I hope they're going to be able to do this because they have the rotation early. They rotated early and they're able to lock down the spawn. So now we're going to see the contest coming through from the other side. And ASG is going to pop up their Annihilator. On the other hand is Reem there with the Annihilator. Is he going to get someone from the spawn? No, he turns back. He's saying no, not yet. Is he going to find the man? He finds the man in there. Is he going to find one more? Finds one in the trailer. See one more in the red. Is going to find one more. Makes it 3-2 for the man there with the Annihilator. Dream
The Grim Reaper, he is right now picking up a 3-piece with the Annihilator, but then Ryu come out there. Ryu's man not able to do much with the equalizer, but still Black picked up Ross. The Hexu will fall as well. Tragic Force, Masha Force, Drake, and Grim are the slayers of ASG, and they will still pick up more. Tryhard fight Black past the 100-point mark. ASG are taking this match very seriously, and 30 seconds the scrap time on this hill. They try to do what they can, but CZY stop playing catch up. Tryhard picks up Hexu 130-67. You gotta ask the question, what happened? We saw a tie in the earlys, and now the kill feed is starting to look like CZY might be going for something here, but so far ASG still have that much. And now 135-68 is where we are. So far so good. Things are looking good for ESG. And of course, 2-piece picked up. That's a 2-piece with the VMP. Maybe a 3. We're able to get away now. Server room is where the contest is going to be. 138-73. 45 seconds on that hill. The Sparrow comes out from Tryhard and he fights 2. Neural Black Force. Suicide by Tryhard. And that's definitely something on the Green Force as well. Rest Force. Kill feed yellow. CZY maybe contesting one more time as the Sparrow will come out on their side. And to pick up one, maybe through the smoke, gonna find a value, lose my fight Grim, Tryhard falls as well, close to that 100-point mark, closer than ever, maybe to take back that lead. The hit contested by both teams, 138-92, and that's the Sparrow now. Red falls as well, TMP, Tryhard picks up a 2-piece there, and maybe a 3, yes he does, picks up a 3-piece. Yusma tries to Tryhard, 139.99 at that 100-point mark. CZY are close to it, but ASG will still deny them that, and the hill will reset. And of course, ASG 142, close to 150, denies CZY that 100 points. They have held out this long. The hill still in their favor, close to that 150-point mark. And Ross picking up a 3-piece with the XM4 Wolf machine from Castor. Big up 4. My goodness, ASG, they have truly outdone themselves in the hard points for a great and powerful start. Now 164-100. Now the equalizer from Trick comes out there, and now 165-100. That's a two-piece by Trick. The man's looking for the next to the chopping block, but then the equalizer gonna have to run out there. VNB will do the rest and picks up one, and the other side X4 picks up one as well. That's Rust with the VNB two-piece picked up. 173-104. CZY finally crossed that 100-point mark, but at this point, a little too late. ASG getting closer to that 200-point mark, closer to that target point. Ross with the throw kill, 5-1. More numbers of CZY falling, and ASG now that heel locked in. Number still found, back and forth. Sparrow in hand, trying to find the number here. But still trying to keep them out of that precise black in the corner there. He wants to take him down, but on the other side, Trick! He takes Marsha down from that angle, from that distance, and Tryhard. But then Hexu comes out with that bomb machine, finds Scream, finds Tryhard, shuts down the Slayers for Trick. Move for Hex, still doing numbers with that bomb machine, and CZY still trying to give ASC a run for that money without hitting their hand, and then Ruspa with that equalizer keeps them out of that hill and takes two down. 195-116. Grim still bring the Grim Reaper. He is two-man picked up with the Annihilator, and now will not be the time for CZY as ASG will finally cross that 200-point mark and say to themselves, you cannot hold out the inevitable. As 15 seconds scrap time on that hill, CZY, they don't have that much time. 49 points more for ASG to secure hardpoint summit in their favor, and how much more can they hold this out now? Black Force, Pink Force as well, Black and Forth, they will have it. Super is picked up with the machine pace with PMP in hand as well, and 201-132. They have held out this long. Spawns coming back and forth. Next hill starting out as well. 45 more points, make that 43. ASG know how to play for points and play for kills as well. The death machine coming out from Ross. Trick finds a two-piece on his own, and the death machine now somehow struck with their full test gun. It's gonna come out as well. Ross with that death machine, the man still holding out there, but not able to pick up more than one. War machine and Sparrow as well coming out. Grim Falls, Cast Falls. Now Masha, Death Machine, the man looking for his next target. He finds one there, maybe a double, slides in, maybe a double. Yes, he does. Makes it work, maybe a triple, and it will be three-piece picked up by Masha. And so far, CZY have tried so hard to delay this. But scrap time now, taken back by ASG 224, 225. They have time, they have points, and CZY are running out of both of those, except for in hand Hexu, trying to see what he can do within that. A roll ball to claim Trick as well. Masha found as well, 238, 136. You gotta ask yourself the question, is there anything CZY can do to come back from the server room? The contest gonna come through within that as well. It's back to where we all started, and try hard fight one. That's a two-piece with a Sparrow. Try hard, absolutely trying hard here. That's gonna put him down now. You have done enough here. 240, 140, 99 points score difference there. The hill finally in their favor. CZY able to zone out ASG from that hill. Server room, the contest still coming through. Black fights Grim, Black will fall. The trade comes through. Try hard, picks up a two-piece, but then Newsma will fight him as well. 10 more points left. Make that 8. ASG are closer than ever, and the boys of CZY might have to accept the fact that tripping the two-piece of the PNP, try hard and Grim, the kill feed all blue as they get even closer. 3 more points left. The hill contested by both teams. 2 more points left. Grim with Annihilator getting taken out. Black as well, taking out 1 more point left, and ASG have secured hardpoint summit in their first best of 3 series. My goodness, I gotta give props to those guys. A 101 point difference we are seeing here, guys. We are seeing this, and CZY absolutely started out well. They started out pretty well, if you ask me, because honestly, they had at some point it was a tie, right? Then ASG said, "No, we ain't doing ties here. We are gonna give out a lead that you cannot recover from." That's exactly what they did. And look at the highlights here. Look at that Sparrow kill from Tryhard there. The man just absolutely styling Trick as well. Both Slayers of ASG absolutely playing their role well. commendable performance from ASG players as well. CZY having some very, very good, plays. You gotta give it to them. They do a Hexu there with a 3-piece picked up on his end. The man was trying what he can, but Grim just absolutely ripping souls like the Grim Reaper he is with that Annihilator. 138-93. This was a point that was probably the turning point for the hard point, where CZY probably lost control of the hard point, and ASG absolutely rode on that until the finish of the hard point. They couldn't find them. They couldn't get even closer there. Look at that War Machine kill, 3-piece, 4-piece picked up, and man, Kaz absolutely impressed me there as well with that War Machine play. But still, great performance from ASG. Great performance as well from CZY. I don't want to write these guys out so easily, because hey, we still got the S&D. We've also got the control there. And yeah, we will be seeing whether CZY will still fight and pull out a reverse sweep and show us that, okay, look, don't just write us out just yet. We can still do something here. But now, look at what they can do. Look at the stats here, man. All right, so we can see the stats here. 39 bump on tryhard. Grim as well with 34, 197 impact. That is pretty impressive, really. That is very, very impressive. I gotta commend that. And man, it is very impressive, really. Then we also have Hexu and Masha here with a very impressive gameplay as well. Look at it, 139 impact, and Ryuzma also 102 impact, and Black as well 16 impact. Man, those were impressive performance. ASG CZY. I want to see what CZY want to show us tonight. I want to see that. I absolutely want to see that. Will they still contest in the S&D? Will they still do that, or will they somewhat show that, okay, look, Black, we came, we tried our best, and it just wasn't it for us today. By the way, of course, there are some very good names here that return for the ASG team. We have Trig. I remember Trig during the Oasis Champs when I casted the game with Carl. I also remember some of these names here. Tryhard as well. I remember Tryhard. I also remember Grim. These guys, man. Tryhard and Grim with Trig. These guys, when you see them in a team, this is going to be something serious. But still, apologies for everything in the back end, guys. We're going to have the Kufuko caster, but we'll be back with me here soon. But that's it for Hardpoint on Summit. That was a very impressive gameplay from ASG and a very powerful start. Now we go on to S&D on Tunisia. Man, this is a map where it's a sniper's den. Of course, you want to go for the sniper kills. You see, the one thing I always tell Carl about Tunisia is you want to try out for those early wall bangs, especially during those spawn points. When you spawn, you want to go for those early wall bangs. If you go for those early wall bangs, you can actually, if you know what you're doing, of course, everything is going to factor to player experience. You can actually make it work. But now, S&D on Tunisia, look at the map view. Look at the area view here, guys. This is where these two teams will determine whether they will stop here, or CZY will show me that they can still hang in there, and fight until they get to that third map. But here we go, round 1 S&D, here we are, and we will start. Now Rust, the XM4, the man is holding out on his own, but ASG, just playing it safe, playing it calm, holding, and maybe going for a knee throw there, perhaps spray and pray situation right there. But Hexu, the man's got Thundra in hand as well. Craig, the man's also holding out as well. Both teams really just playing it safe in this first round here. But that can be good. A wall bang, and what I talked about, back and forth, numbers move for, and surprisingly, CZY will win it out in terms of numbers now. 4v2. You can't mess this up for an S&D round 1. This is supposed to be a great start. Now through the smoke, Grim sees the man bomb planted as well. No time wasted. CZY after priority straight here. Now Drake gets fallen, and Exu will find the kill, and Exu gets straight out. Grim will fight him as well. Machine pistol will fail, and that's CZY taking round 1. Oh my goodness. I gotta commend that, man. CZY absolutely played it well. They played it well. Bomb planted. They had the numbers advantage. They didn't even waste time. They still planted the bomb instead of everything. And I gotta say, man, That is how you do it. You don't want to gamble and go, oh, I have numbers advantage, go full TDM. You want to still go for those objectives. Don't forget, guys, SMD is not just TDM. Plant the bomb, defuse the bomb. Those matter too. And now 5v5 round 2 is going to be where we are at. It sees it why hopefully they can keep up their performance and potentially force out at map 3. But if you're ASG, you don't want that. You want to just get your gear back up. Perhaps there were some things you did that wasn't exactly going well with the team strat and the team comes there. But still, hey, let's see how we go. Nace Throne, Masha, spray and pray there. Kaz as well. He's got that Tundra in hand. Hopefully a shot will make the difference there. But no can do. Number still preserved. Bomb not planted. And now 5v5 as well. Black is there with that bomb. More nades coming in. Not getting anyone. And CZY as well. They are playing it safe. And since the man there, that was try hard missing out his chance. But since the man by his side and almost a 2-piece found. But no can do. CZY again. 3v3. Numbers are tied. Bomb not planted. Black is still there. And now 3v3 as well. Rizma, VMP, talking from system. Adele makes it work. And that's the VMP kill to uneven the numbers in favor of CZY. Bomb planted by Black. No time to waste. And that's exactly what you should do in situations like this. But now they are saying 2v3. They are getting there. And yeah, we are back. Welcome back, Ben. Welcome back to this insane second round, man.
Yeah, second one section destroy. As I can see now, CZY having the lead 1-0, and it's a 2v3. This is Dream for the sniper already on 1 kill, and the stream seems to be lagging on my hand. Okay, no, it's now back on. It's Trig here with the SMG, and Anna's gonna get shot down there by Nurizima, or what's that name? I think that's Iyozima or Charisma. I don't even know what that is. But now it's 2-0 search and destroy. CZY taking the lead.
CZY taking 2 back-to-back rounds. That's a good way to play it if you want to go for control. I mean, you have lost hard points. They're really showing enthusiasm to go for that map 3 and pull out a potential reverse sweep if I am not stretching things too much. But still, though, round 3 is going to be where we're at for now. They're going to have to take baby steps to get there. And ASG, we're going to ask, what is going on? 2 back-to-back rounds lost. What is the problem here? But still, Grim there with that Tundra, the man is looking for a target and maybe going for some of those wall banks there, but not finding any so far. But Trick will fall first. Vital kill for CZY. They go for the right. Whoa! One shot! Trim will find it. Grim rips one down. And now, bomb planted as well. CZY still not wasting any time. They have plus numbers though. Make that the tie 3v3. And CZY have the bomb advantage now.
CZY have the bomb advantage indeed. It's a 3v3 in hand. The stream is still lagging on my hand, so please back me to take this. Let me try and fix the stream lagging.
The 3-2 as well. That's obviously CZY taking the numbers advantage. Yeah! Rust will fall. Hexu absolutely styling in the S&D 3v1. And ASC are completely outwitted. Grim cannot grim any souls as he will be taken down. CZY. Well, I mean, that's a great start. 3 back-to-back rounds. I hope they keep this up. I do hope they keep this up. Now, ASG,
yeah, I hope they keep it up too.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope they keep it up too. It's 3-0 on search and destroy. ASG, I don't think they came up with a good plan, but yeah, they might actually come up with a good plan. It's going to be a 1v1 dead Triad versus Maisha, watching each other on the end there. Is okay. Triad is gonna get shot down with a sniper dead. It's now a 4v4. Numbers tied 3-0. Yeah.
3-0. And that's gonna be Hexu falling. Trig will pull the trigger on him. And now 4v3 is where we are at. CZY have lost the numbers. That's gonna be spray, pray, and pray there. With the VMP, Rusma is finding his way through. He's trying to get one, but now 4v3, numbers advantage to AFG. Bump not planted, picked up though, and where he might find someone. Black might find someone around the other corner, but both teams, look at the positioning on the mini map. We are seeing Rust maybe closing in on someone, slides through, but no. Black will fall. Rust gets straight out, and now it's a 3v2.
It's a 3v2 indeed. Black there, almost playing like Black Matter. He was able to, get a few kills in the 3 rounds. Now, Grim is going to find Rizma. That with the sniper is going to find a double. Oh my God! The crazy jump shot. ASG finds the first win is 3-1.
Mm-hmm. 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 We are where we are right now, and ASG seems to have maybe picked up the pace, because hopefully this is them picking up the pace. They have lost 3 back-to-back rounds. They're gonna have to win 2 more to tie things out and potentially prevent the map fall. But that's gonna be Grim trying to go for a potential wall bank there, but not able to find anyone though. 5v5 gunfights are gonna come through now. Trick, he knows that they are there, might pull out a potential triple, but the man is just waiting for them to come through there first and just holding out. Maybe something chaotic or maybe something counterproductive about to happen, but no can do. The man would have to approach on his own and wait it out. The trigger desperately finds one. That's gonna be 2, almost a triple, and Trig will find a double, although Hexu is there to stop him before that becomes extremely chaotic. And now 4v2. CZY have lost numbers.
CZY have lost number indeed. I think this is going to go the way of ASG, as it's still 2v4, 4v2, and Black here taking shots on the other end. I keep saying Black Matter. And this is Green there on the end of the sniper, still watching the man there. He knows where he is. He has a shot mode. Black is gonna get shot down there. It's going to be a 1v4. It is okay, and now it's gonna get shot down. That makes it the second round for ASG.
How did he miss that sniper shot, man? He had them in the scope. He saw the man. How?
Sniper has something we call forgotten flick shots, or what do you flinch shots. Yeah, exactly, flinch shots. So getting bullets from the other end of XM4 is going to make him miss the shot. But you have to be a very, very, very good sniper to be able to get that shot right there. So I don't really blame him at the end of the day.
Fair man. I mean, that's spoken like a true pro player himself. Ben plays, of course, plays for N9, and 5v4 is where we are at, round 6, and numbers flying left to right. Try hard falls, Ruzma picks him up, and now Black with that bomb, not planted yet, although picked up, and there we'll try for a Tundra shot. Kaz might be a bit shy here, maybe going for it, and yes, he does. Ruzma 4. Now 4v3. The man sees the man there. Machine pistol in hand for Kaz. Not able to find anyone. Tragic puts him down first. 3v3. Make that 3v2. Trick will find Black. And now CZY don't have numbers advantage anymore.
CZY don't have numbers advantage. I think this is going to be a tie, and ASG, and now this is the comeback already. It's a 1v2. Now CZY has the advantage. Is sniper Grim on the end of the sniper. They're going to take a 1v2 and is gonna get shot down by Banana. Okay, now that makes it 4-2. Sides are switching.
Sides are switching, man. Sides are switching. ASG are now the ones planting the bomb, and CZY are not the ones defusing the bomb. As now we get straight into round 7, ASG still have 2 rounds to catch up, and CZY 3 more. It's gonna be control and maybe just a reverse sweep they wanted, and that's gonna be tricky on Black. Try hard falls though, so it's 1-for-1 on the other side, and 4v4 is where we are at.
Yeah, 4v4 is where we are at. Trig here on the bottom, and there now is a grenade. He's gonna get a double with that grenade right there. Well cooked grenade, but no, he's not gonna find anybody, but they know where he is with that grenade. Formation given already on Maisha. Yeah, Maisha is going to find Dream there. The bomb planted for Trig. Now it's a 3v3. Numbers are tie, bomb planted. Smoke for distraction there. Now Banana and the sniper in the hand for I can't see the name, and okay, Banana here with the SMG 3v3 in hand right now.
3v3 in hand. Trick falls, and that's Rizima picking him up as well. 2v3. ASG have lost number. Oh, catches the man prone and takes him down. That was clean. And now 1v2 make that 2v none. They will go for that defuse to secure the round. Whether they are planting, whether they are diffusing, CZY has shown superiority in the S&D.
Destroy the objective. Bomb
the fifth round for themselves, the fifth round won for themselves right there. And AESG, they have to come up with a different plan to get this round back. You know, it was looking good for them at the other point where it was 3-2. We thought there was going to be a comeback right there, but you know, CZY said no, we're not going to let that happen, and now they make it 5-2.
5-2 it is right now, and Drake finds Maisha 5v4. That's where we are at. Another one. The Grim Reaper rips one down. Tragic. We'll have it a tragic end in this round. 4v2. The bomb being planted right now. ASG have learned that CDM is not just what they should do, but also the objective there with the bomb planted. Now gunfight. Ryuzma will fall into 4v1. Black. Well, the last man standing, the last card, they finished the mission. Nightmare Wars. That's a jump with a haircut, for Black will not engage any further. The man will walk away.
The man will walk away indeed, and you know, position to get the kill. Is gonna get shut down right there. I can't see it. Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Yep.
They actually, yeah, it got shut down there. That's a 5-3. Give me a minute. I'll be back.
Yeah, sure. It's a 5-3, and well, CZY, you don't want ASG to catch up. Trust me. You want to end things here. You want to make sure you get the S&D and you get your control, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to see something interesting there. CZY with a massive comeback. Hopefully, we get to see that kind of thing. But out through the smoke, Grim looking for one more soul to reap as the Grim Reaper he is, and now the gunfight is gonna come through as Tryhard and Drake will pick up one more. Tryhard at the 2-piece there in this round. ASG trying to equalize this by the means they have available to them. Tryhard that bomb plant. Black and Maisha, the last man standing for CZY, and that gunfight on Black somehow loses that one. Tryhard with a slide through and taking him down. One more member for CZY. Last man standing, Toxic Blooms, VMP, weapon in hand. Maisha, the man has to make a decision. How will he solo 5 players of ASG? They know where he is. Information given out. Nate's thrown, and the smoke thrown rather. And now he comes out. This is the man ball. Maisha not able to pick up anyone, as that round will be given to ASG, man. And there we go, round 10. And honestly, well, to be fair, I want to come out and say this, right? ASG didn't start out great, right? They lost 3 back-to-back rounds. And right now, it's starting to look like they're catching up. It's starting to look like they've gotten things back into control. Of course, now it's a 5v4. CZY not having the numbers in totality. And now they will take out one. Maisha with a sniper takes out Rust. And now the gunfight coming out from the other side. The smoke is there. 4v4. Somehow, they may not have the numbers in totality, but they will not have the numbers again. Now HSD Black gonna make a mistake there. Tryhard picks him up real quick. And now 4v2. Maisha is there with that sniper looking for that 1 centimeter. Yes, he gets it. And now Maisha finds Drake. 3v2. It's gonna be where we are at. And CZY, they somehow are making it work. But still 3v2. ASG, this is the man there, misses that shot. And Thundra, weapon in hand, he's trying to get the man. He sees the man, he knows he's there. Oh, Kaz, with that haircut, takes Tragic down. And now Maisha, now last man standing once again. Can he make a difference this time around? It's a 1v3. Machine pistol, weapon in hand. Kaz will fall. Now it's a 1v2. Can he make a difference this time around? It's round 2. Maisha versus Grim. HSD, weapon in hand. Tryhard, BMP, weapon in hand. And now the Thundra, the man is waiting. He sees them, he knows they are there. But ASC played a waiting game and took the round. My goodness. Now we are tied. We went from a 3-0 to a 5-5. You can tell ASG don't want this to get to control. And right there is what you want to do if you are ASG. My goodness. Because what is this? What is going on? This is absolute big. This is absolute cinema performance from ASG. Now the gunfight is going to come through. Tryhard sees the man. Oh, back shots. Takes the man down. And now 4v3. And despite the numbers difference, that's a slide through and a 2-piece picked up by Tryhard. Absolutely still trying hard. 3. Oh, make that a 1v4. And looks like the round is done. Maisha, last man standing again for the 3rd time in a row. But who knows? 3rd time's the charm. And the man is walking up now. Bomb planted there by Tryhard. No time to waste. Don't want to take chances, even if it's one last member. He sees the man. He takes the shot, but he misses that one there. Reloads. Sees another. But Kaz is first to get that kill. And that's going to be another round for ASG. Match point for ASG. And CZY, well, you had a great start. And somehow along the line, you lost control of the game. Maisha 3 times in a row. Couldn't make it work, and right now they might tie things out and potentially put ASG at the tip of their seat, but still smoke thrown. Round 12 is where we are. Rizma, black as well, weapon in hand as well. Tundra, they are there. 5v4, Tryhard finds a Rizma, black falls as well. That's a 2v5, and somehow Tragic finds a kill onto Drake. My goodness, that's a gunfight coming through as well. MW11, 2-piece picked up, and ASG will come out victorious in the S&D despite not having a solid start. Well. I gotta come and say, guys, it most certainly wasn't the best of times for CZY, especially when it comes to this. Because I really, at some point, I gotta come and say it though, I had hopes. Honestly, I had hopes. I hope that somehow CZY will show us control. And we'll get to control on standoff. That would have been the map. And somehow, well, it just wasn't meant to happen. Well, ASG were just the better ones, taking hard points, doing a complete reverse sweep in the S&D. Somehow, CZY choked, and they lost control of it. And well, that's where we are right now. ASG taking 2 maps and taking 2-0 in the best of 3. That's where it's gonna be. And that's it for game 1. Honestly, I had my hopes, like I said earlier, but still, what is done is done. And man, where we are right now is game 1. And if you're just joining us, you have missed a very interesting 2-piece map here. We are seeing the stats right now. Tryhard, 10 bomb dropped, 138 impact. Absolutely impressive gameplay there. Trigger as well, coming second with the 9 bomb. And on this side, Tragic, 117 impact. Man, that is a lot. That is a lot of impact on his end. And still, we're gonna give props to these guys, right? We're gonna give props to these guys, despite the fact that CZY at some points they didn't have the complete numbers in totality. It was a 5-4, I think, for like 2 rounds or 3 rounds or so. They still somehow tried, to do what they could. But still, hey, who knows what would have happened if they had the complete numbers? So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes, guys. Let's see how it goes. That's for game 1. And yeah, honestly, Rice, well, to be fair, looking at the stats here, Rust did do well. It wasn't exactly the greatest of performance compared to Tryhard, but still, the man still did what he could. 7 bomb on his end, 9 bomb on Grim. And it starts, yeah, welcome back, Ben. Welcome back, Ben. And
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, welcome back, man.
All right, okay. ASG, they won? How were they able to win that match?
Yeah, they did win. And yeah, guys, we'll be going for a short break right now. And when we come back, it's going to be game 2. But until then, stay great and we'll be right back. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome back. We are back in game two. And of course, we are here. And we do have another caster with me here today. It's gonna be Carl. And it's game two where we have N9 Esports versus Reborn Rejects, man. Can you just
Oh,
imagine? See
you're
this game.
talking to me? I did not even know,
No,
Jerry.
no,
Hello,
no,
bro. Yo, what's happening, man? Hello, guys. What's good? Big shout out to you guys, man. I watched the first game, Black. I saw what ASG did there, and I was shocked. I was watching the SD. I'm like, there's no freaking way, bro. But again, well, this is game two, and I'm seeing Reborn Rejects, who I've had a lot about in the past couple of weeks and months, and Nonagon Esports, arguably number one team in NG right now. Arguably, of course, by what they did last year, they accomplished last year. So now we're looking forward to seeing two heavyweight player teams go head to head, and let's see who's going to win. Now, a little secret info that I think not a lot of people know. Maybe it's on the reg. I'm not really sure, but I don't think a lot of you know. The coach of Reborn, I might be wrong, is Germ from PDX last year at the World Champ Stage 4. Germ is the coach of Reborn. I am not sure. This is a little info I was told, but I haven't confirmed it for myself yet. But yeah, crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff about that. But again, wonderful night and wonderful evening. The qualifiers for Bracket B, and this is day one. And of course, only 4 teams are going to qualify, and this is our build up towards getting those 4 teams back.
Yep. And speaking of fun facts and teams, one of the players for N9 Esports was a caster you just listened to, Ben Please. So yeah, hopefully we get to see him on the roster, and hopefully we get to see him. But still, yeah, production just confirmed that he's not here, unfortunately. But still, hey, look at the qualifiers bracket B, and man, I am seeing something that actually caught my attention right now. I am seeing Eclipse Gaming. I am seeing Quantum Mighty.
Uh, I don't know. I've seen a lot of teams actually. I think there's one team everybody wants to go and watch, especially me though. But I'm not going to say that because I'm very sure we all know who it is. But yeah, we are headed into one of the newer maps in Hardpoint. Very annoying map combined to me though to go and play, but a very beautiful map to go and cast. As we kickstart things off, yeah, the map B-roll, the chaos about to ensue. But this is the calm before the chaos. Now they go in. Reborn versus Nonagon. Who's going to get the win here and qualify for the next round in the qualifiers? And hopefully go and qualify for the main event itself. But again, we kickstart things off. Yeah, Black, take us away, man.
And he picking up a kill there. That's no XN9. And actually, Hunt's Nonagon. Now we're starting out well. Still gonna get used to those rebrands and put up with it. But still, Reborn Reject already tying things up. Yeah, to get up and all 3 piece picked up for the XM4. Pro already styling, and Hunt Nonagon have started hunting for Reborn Rejects.
Yep, so far 11-4 is what we are on the scoreboard, and first to get 250 is where Hardpoint normally leads off to, and who's going to get that mark first. Reborn now starting to close that gap we just saw earlier on, as 8-12 is where they currently are. B1 about to get done for. You need to start going towards that next though. Look at that mini map. Who was getting there first? The answer might be the boys in yellow. I don't really know what the rotations are going to be like. Actually, no, yeah, not going to get there first. You have the better spawn, and if you're Reborn, you have to find a way now to, you've got to be locked in 16-15, just a 1 point gap. You have to find a way to make sure you get P2. That's a literal money here. If you don't get that spawn first, and you somehow get outplayed in the gunfight department, it might be a full 60. And so far, that's exactly what Honda are going to try to do, because they have the better spawn, they have the hard point time locked in, they have all those loops and advantage locked in as well. And if you're Reborn, breaking into this hard point is going to be very hard, especially for the fact that you have no skills to go and walk with them.
And he with a 4-piece picked up right there with the BMP. Impressive gameplay there. But Hunt Nonagon's there, starting that lead at 2 times score difference here. And he's still picking up numbers with that BMP. Pro forced a god need of Zen, and Limit will meet his limits there as he falls. Devilman falls as well. 46-16. Hunt Nonagon have that lead, and that P2 will be lost by their Reborn Reject will take it back for scrap time is all they will get.
49, Reborn did flip up that spawn, but like you did say, scrap time is all they're going to get with that. You can start going for the next one. Look at that mini mark who's going to get there. Reborn also have that spawn, mind you. So Nonagon have player number 1 trying to contest until they come. The reinforcements come to help him, but can he do more? There's 4 players in blue around the white man, and he's going to get absolutely overwhelmed. That's how he's going to fall, and Reborn are going to get that next hard point first, but I think I jinxed it there. As Nonagon 40 finds a double, Trade finds him. He's going to get put down, and Nonagon are somehow going to get the hard point time counting. And if you're Reborn, well, so far, so not good. The scoreline is double, and it's in the favor of the opponent. You so badly want to go and put down. Tempest is going to come up with 2 players on 2 different sides. 40 finds 1, here it falls, and the back and forth trade still there, and Nonagon are continuing to extend their lead.
Continue to extend the lead after Tempest from K. 2-piece picked up, and now looking for the next. The hill is there, and now Reborn rejects 40. They are getting closer there. 30 boys scored the first pick, that 27, but then equalizer. Zeno! He picks up a 2-piece, and then keeping them out of that hill. Reborn rejects, will reject Nonagon boys from that hill. Equalizer. Zeno tries to pick up 4 unofficial. He will make it work. Devilman picks up K. Zeno falls as well. 2-piece for Devilman. 57-75. Boys. That lead is starting to close in, and Reborn reject will make that way to the next hill, but Nonagon will be there first.
75-57, so far the lead is starting to close up as Reborn are trying to get things back on par here. Predicons play, not a single value found, but good UAV usage, I think. And they did find 1 K-Dex any down. With no pro 15 kill mark, the XM4 in hand, shredding 3 players. The callouts are not being given because he literally killed somebody behind you. But I guess don't turn, confirms the double there. Might even go and get 3, and now Nonagon again about to get above the 100-point mark. Reborn trying to find their way back in this one, but they are getting put down through that mid-map. And finally the trade finds him in no pro falls. The Annie now comes through for. Is that a streamable? I don't think it is, but it's a very funny IGN. He's trying to find kills there. 1 player found, might get a double, but no, the Warmer Chin comes and gets 1 for them to clear out the hell. The back and forth trades come through in order to claim to double Warmer Chin kill. As Nonagon above the 100-point mark now finally, as we now make our way back to a P1.
P1 is going to be where we all start, but then scrap time is going to be contested by both these teams as we will have 3 more seconds there. Reborn reject trying to make what they can. 3 points is all they're gonna get before the hill will lock in and start out all over again. Yuki Killfeed, Devilman will pick up 2. K will fall as well. That's Yuki falling. 114.64. The hill is there, not contested, not taken by anyone. What is going on? As Reborn will say, hey, if you won't take it, I will, and take that hill there. 40 with a 2-piece there. 67-114. Nonagons will try out and take back that hill from Reborn region. I say you had your time, now it's our turn. 40 comes up with that 10-piece there. Shot that's gonna be finding 1 pro falls. 40 is gonna fall as well. The IGN, which I still cannot pronounce, and you find a double Yuki falls 71-20. It's a 50 score lead, and Nonagons still have it in place.
But Reborn start to close things, close the gap eventually, and then Nonagon just say no, we're not going to let that happen, and they find a way back. And so for now, P1, 126 and counted, about to get double that lead, but now you need to go for the next one. Who's going to get there first? The anti-hats is Nonagon. They've been able to get there every single time first. Rotations have been perfect for them. That's the word to go and use now. Reborn, once again, are going to contest that scrap time, get the scrap time, play out the scrap time, but you need to go next. That's the most important thing. Scraps are not important if you're not getting hard point time, because look at that P2 now. Who got there first? Nonagon are going to lock it in. The spawns are in their favor. The hard point time counted now for them. Kara comes to play, flow in hand as well. And now the boys in yellow are feasting on Reborn rejects. They can't be put down. They cannot be stopped. But now, finally, somehow, they're going to break out that hill. The Equalizer comes to bring not playing number 1, but he's also going to get put down. And Reborn finally maybe about to get above the 100-point mark. And not going to get shot out. They still have the spawn, mind you. And Reborn are outplaying them finally and getting much needed hard point time.
Much needed is gonna be the word to use there, as that will break into that 100-point mark. But no, Will Kudu, Pro denies them 2-piece there with the war machine keeping them out of that hill. Scrap time is gonna be what we're gonna be for the next hill. Will be where the boys of Reborn rejects would have to make their way to. 10 more seconds left. Reborn reject finally break out of that 100-point mark, and now the next hill is where Nonagons will go. Before that, scrap time ends.
Man, 106, 151 so far, both teams above the 100-point mark. Very vital par of the game plan now for them. And if you're a Reborn rejects, you've got to find a way to make it work. Nonagon going to get in there first once again. As now they are boy 150 and closing in towards that 200-point mark. Cannot be good. The boys in blue get into that hill. Now they floored it. It's going to be Killfit all in their favor. Inopera comes to the side doors, gets put down. War Machine comes out to play, but not a single value found. Now 40 Tempest might go big. First kill found, but not a double. That was a cow on Tempest, but again, 158 encounters. None are gonna get that retake of the hard point time, and these are Reborn reject. Well, they have the lead locked in. They've been outslating you guys so far. Kills are kind of close though. Eventually, you start picking out value because you need all those values. At 171, 119 is where we currently are, and Nonagon are still holding that lead down.
To lay down a date. Speaking of lead, it's a 3-piece picked up by 4G. Make that 4 with the VMP. The man is styling, keeping them out. Draw kills, makes it 5. And of course, they will get more. Closer start to report mark now. 184, 121. The bread comes through, finds 1. And only 1. 187, 121, 0, 4. 3, 2, 1. The hill resets and it gets back in. The contest gets back for Hunt Nonagons. We will still have that hill. Yuki with the bread. Fight for Yuki. Fight another. Make that a 3-piece. 2-piece with the PMP. 1-piece with the bread. 197. Any does his own with a 10-piece. The 4-10 score rather. And now equalizer from Devilman. The man will come out 40 with a 10-piece. Operator skills to decimate what's left of Reborn reject.
So far, 200-point mark now locked in. 40 claims with triple, make that 4. Tempest find and value of the valley still. And now this hard point time is going to be there. There's no contest coming to the whatsoever. Sparrow now out to play, and not a single man comes through that door. The boys in blue are still going to find a way into that hell. And I think I jinxed it there. They all get sent back to their squads. And now 40 comes into the final kill. Yuki falls. I don't know what the operator skill is. That was really clean. Like a literal iPad and the pencil. The Reborn Music's now going to get again scrap time. They literally leave for the scraps. They literally are like Jared, man, just leaving the slums and look for those scraps and all that. But sorry, far we're going back to P1. Nonagon still have the lead locked in. 224, 26 more points, and they've claimed the hard point here on map 1. And it might be their series. But again, if you're Reborn rejects, you can still fight back. Comebacks are thin as they get to that P1 first, and they start to count in their favor. Inopera comes to, he finds a double Axium for shreds, but once again, Trade finds him, and Reborn rejects are now through in that hill.
Through to that hill there, they found their way, but 4G will say no and pick up a 3-piece with a VMP, denying them that and giving Nonagon a chance to contest and take back that hill. But they won't deny them now. Tempest K comes out, shock that finds one, almost a double, but Devilman denies him, puts him down. 230, 150, the hill taken back into control by Hunt Nonagon. 20 more seconds left. This may be the scraps that Hunt Nonagon, that Reborn will feed on. And now the hill participates by points 152, 136, that closer than ever. 40 more points left. But Yi will find a 2-piece there with a claw. Trust the claw to move them down. That will be 3 picked up, and scrap time still being fed by Reborn.
G36 to 164. Kanye West going absolutely nuts there. I wouldn't be surprised now, would I? Equalizer comes to play. I need a bit of fighting value, hopefully now for their side. That's now play number 5 going through into that door. The War Machine invested by Limit finds a double. Make that 3. 3 players fall in one fall swoop, and he's holding it down still. But 4G comes through, then press now through that door. Finds a first. The double might not happen. That's now Nonagon try to go and retake the hill, and yes they do. 244 and 6 more on that clock score. And it's Solskjaer's Devilman clears it out. The Equalizer doing wonders. And Hunt Nonagon are through. Hard points is theirs. And they show you why they are probably the #1 team in NG there, Black.
They did not disappoint, man. They did not disappoint. My goodness, that final equalizer kill to settle the score in the hard points. Hunt Nonagons, they came to hunt, and they did get some praise in their operator skills. But yeah, it was a very impressive gameplay. I gotta come out and say, Hunt Nonagons, man, they took hard points to combine, and Reborn rejects were just stuck on scraps, and hopefully that's not what they do in the S&D, man.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm going to give them a little, credit there. They kept the game close. There's a lot of times where you thought, surely this is when they're going to get the lead, maybe get things started up. They kept getting that 30-point gap, making a 5-point gap, bring it back to 30-point gap and 50-point gap subsequently. But ultimately, Nonagon just wanted a lot more. They were better on rotations. They look better in the gunfight department as well. But the operator skills by both sides, I have to go and say, both sides we almost used the operator skills perfectly. But of course, those war machines were something to look out for. Tempest by 4G as well, man. That was going nuts all through. Devilman 53 kill mark, 51 for 4G. Pro, almost at that 50 mark as well. That is a lot of kills. As Hot Nonagon are going to claim the very first map. And if you're Reborn Reject, well, it's a BO3, so you still have 2 maps to go and fight things out. Hopefully, they can, make something work in those final 2 maps if we get to a control.
Yep, if we get to a control, man, if we do get to it. Because right now, Hunt Nonagons have started out strong. They've started out well. They've exerted their dominance in the hard points when it comes to those operator skills. But now we get to a mode where there are no operator skills. It's gonna boil down to just gunfight, strat, OBJs, and other things in between, right? So now we don't have those operator skills. Devilman doesn't have his equalizer. He doesn't have his claw. So both teams, Reborn Reject, are gonna have to say, okay, look, this is gonna be a mode where we can't afford to just go pure TDM. Yeah, you do have better slayers, you do have better gunfights, but the bomb is also there. The modes will matter, right? And yeah, so yeah, it's such a destroy. And Coastal, that's what we're gonna get into soon. And of course, we're gonna get straight into that soon. But Carl, man, I am looking forward to this one. I do hope Reborn Reject have more from where that came from, especially in the hard point.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're facing a team like Nonagon Esports, in all their glory right now, they really are a powerful S&D team. You've seen them on countless S&D games where they look like they're out and then from nowhere they actually bounce back. Hardpoint's one of the better modes. S&D maybe not that strong compared to the Hardpoint, but again, you do know they're one team which if you push them too hard to the wall, they're always going to bounce back swinging. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what they're going to do in S&D. If you're Reborn Rejects, though, again, fairly new to the scene. I haven't really seen them that much, but I've had a lot of good stories about them. And I'm just happy to see what they can go and do in S&D Coastal. It's a very much, I'd say, nitty-gritty map where anybody can actually get the win here. Nonagon are really good. Reborn Rejects, what we saw in Hardpoint also, they have the gunfight skill, they have the teamwork to go and make it work. And S&D, mind you, like you did say, you don't have a player skills to work with or no score tricks. It's all down to your tacticals and of course your gun skill. So I think it can actually work out here for them, Reborn Reject, but they have to make sure they are flawless from here on out. Win the S&D, maybe win control for a reverse sweep, but I mean, you have to win one first to get to one. So S&D Coastal is where we're heading to, man.
Yep, you have to win. You have to win one to get to one. That's what he said. It's step by step, one step at a time, one map at a time in this context. And hopefully, Reborn will be able to make it through because now they have to put down the likes of Devilman, the likes of 4G. Man, you're coming against that. I do hope Ye has what it takes though, because man. Speaking of slaying, we do have some good slayers on the other side on Reborn Rejects, but still we can't even compare when it comes to the boys of Hunt. These are the guys that showed us an impressive gameplay last year. Deca Corps is in 5 grand finals. We saw them go up against one of the remote teams, S7, and we saw them absolutely come out there victorious. And now we're seeing them here in the African Pro Series, where they've come once again, rebranded as Hunt Nonagons to show us what they're made of once more.
Yeah, I mean, again, they were phenomenal last year, the ending of the year, designed by an event, and of course, it's a different event entirely now. This is a whole new year. A lot of teams have done their assignments. They've probably watched those streams as well. They probably have, had some strategy talks here and there, and hopefully know how to shut Nonagon down, especially on S&D though. And if you look at that menu very well, you see jollof rice and a bar. Oh my God, gang, we are eating good tonight. But yeah, we are about to kickstart. There's 3 menus. Wait till you happen. We're about to kickstart things off, and this is just me like doing maybe a little. I'm going to put you on the spot here, maybe me on the spot as well. But what do you think? Who's going to be S&D? This is not going to hard point. Again, a lot of the skills these players had were the proper utilization of the operator skills. The equalizer was doing wonders. Tempest was doing wonders. Even Carl was doing wonders somehow. But anyways, what do you think is going to happen here on the Search and Destroy? Is it going to be Nonagons? Let's not go, that route. What do you think the scoreline is going to be like? 7-1, 7-5, 7-6, or what do you think?
I think it's going to be close. I want to go for a 7-5 or probably a 7-4, maybe even a 7-6. Hey, Reborn rejects. They have this mystery thing going for them there. They know how to feed on those scraps, and I want to see what that translates to in S&D. Since technically in S&D we don't have a scrap time, but we do have something where there's no overtime here, so technically Reborn rejects are just gonna have to win this out in a full 7 outcome. But still, I want to go for a 7-5 or a 7-6.
7-5, 7-6. Probably I'll just say 7-7. That is not possible, Shabo. Impossible things are possible with God. Let's go, guys. As we now go to Coastal Search and Destroy, who's going to get the victory here, who's going to be qualifying next. If Nonagon get it, they automatically are through 2-0. But if Reborn get it here, we are going to be forced and entitled to a map 3 in control. And let's see what happens. It's now a 5v5 onslaught goes through. The bomb picked up by player number 1 for Hot Nonagon. Now, can they find value? Actually, no. Sides have been flipped out. Production. Hot Nonagon are now on the blue side. Thank you, man. That's now kickstarted into off still 5v5 black.
Still 5v5. Round 1. Everyone is anxious to make the first move. But sees the man there. Oh, jumps. Geras, rather. Just holding now. Holding. Reborn rejects. They're not quick to make a move. And now sees the man prone. But he knows he's there. Information given out. Geras. The man is just waiting. Make your move fast. But every man, found through a wall bang. And swish. Will get found. Will find one rather on his end. And 5v4 is where we're at.
So 5v4, nasty snipe there. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see that on cam. Devilman falls. 4v5 now, though. Probably the nasty sniper looking for value to find. You're going to get thrown. This player's coming through that long. I don't think he has an idea. He's going to fall down. Swishy puts him down. There's a double kill for the man already in this one round. And again, if you're on Nonagon, you're losing numbers very fast. So the 3v5, the bomb has not been planted, however. So you still have time to walk with more 40 falls. And 2 final players. Yuki, nasty turn on. Time to kill there. 2v4. They can still make it work, but the numbers are now double, not in their favor. So if you're Hot Nonagon, you have to make every move count now. Geras goes 3 stairs, almost seen by switching, though. That's Game. Game puts him down from behind. Yuki finds the double. Train puts him down as well. And Reborn are going to get the very first round. Hot Nonagon are going to fall. The Giants slain in round 1, and now we have potentially 6 more rounds and a lot more than that, I mean.
And we have seen situations like this in game 1, where we have seen where CZY started out the S&D well, and ASG choked on the S&D 3 back-to-back rounds, lost to a CZY, and now I don't know if that's the script trying to rewrite itself here with Reborn reject, and let's just see how it goes really. 5v5, numbers are still preserved. Round 2 is where we are at. 4G with that Tundra in hand, looking for a value here. Since the man broke, okay, beats him fast. We'll put him down. Inopro finds Swishy. Vital kill found. Inopro gets fouled through a wall bang. The trade comes through limit, and that's Devilman waiting for his spray to come. Another one will find him. Perwoko takes him down. The trade comes through. 2v3 is where we are at. Since the man walks through, back and forth, slides through, and that's gonna be Perwoko found. K and Yi Terras with a 2-piece to clean up and hunt Nonagon's take round 2.
That was a very fast round. I didn't even know how to follow the action there. That was so freaking fast. And both sides just 3 punches. Ultimately, Nonagon with the harder punches, as they are going to claim that round now to their side. 1-1. Things are back on par. Very much equal here. And if your Reborn rejects, well, that's not really the best place to be. But again, you started things off well. You still have the momentum kind of on your side. You just have to make sure you continue as you started. That's now they go through again. 5v5. K almost gets a single pick over there, but the aggressive push comes through. Devilman puts him down, and 4G falls, and it's a 4v4. Interesting fact to go and talk about here. After the last event Nonagon won, I had a talk with the captain 4G, and he told me something about the team Nonagon. He said the player Devilman for them is a very vital player, because when they're playing a game of Search and Destroy, the only player who they don't keep on the leash is Devilman. They tell him, do whatever you want to do. And you can just see how aggressive Devilman plays. He literally goes into the enemy spawn, picks out those vital kills, and he's a very vital player to that team. As now it's a 3v2, and Nonagon have the lead. In terms of lives here, can they now make it work to be their second round?
Yeah, that's where we are right now. 3v2, and now numbers picked up. Inopro finds limits. And it's 3v1. Yale is standing. He fights one there. Type 19 to the rescue. and now sees another man to then slice away, almost finding a 2-piece. That's 1v2. Yeah, he just has to take 2 more to secure the round for Reborn Rejects, but now the bomb not planted. The man is tasked with finishing the rest of the numbers remaining and planting the bomb at the same time, everything resting on his shoulders. And here we have it. Ye might just be the last hope for Reborn Rejects.
So for 2v1, Kanye West, the final player now for their side. Can he make it work? The bomb plant comes through from him. I mean, it might be a very good call. There's no time on the clock, so he has the note of the choice there. Trophy system put down. Type 19 in hand. 2 snipers, 1 sniper and Jaras. Making that move towards him now eventually. 33 on the clock. Can be anybody's game still. He's got to hold a perfect defense. That's the word to use now. It's now players in blue are going to come through from every angle possible. Totally boxed in. Time on the clock, 22. ETA maybe. Now they come to Jaras Lights and Michael Jackson falls! Oh my god, the 1v2 almost comes through, but Eno says, not today, boy. As he's going to put him down to sleep. And Nonagon are going to get their second back-to-back round, 2-1. And we make our way now to round 4 here. Wow.
Man, that was close. Look at the highlights there. Ye, Type 19, the man waited and saw the man Jaras, then outplayed by Inopro, denying him that round. And Nonagon's finally taking the lead back into, and taking the game back into control, as that's going to be 5v5 round 4. We do get into here. Now, Nate's thrown back and forth, both teams. The bomb now on Swishy, not planted yet, and Nonagon spreading and sticking together here. Actually spreading out, and Reborn Rejects will be the ones sticking together, and Swishy will find Inopro. That's the vital kill, the man who made the difference the last round. Limit will fall, 4G finds another, and now 1-for-1, numbers are tied.
Numbers are tied. 4v4, Type 19 picks 1 player off again, Yuki. There's Kanye West waiting behind the boxers there, and yeah, he shots him down. Jaras falls there. Again, back and forth chairs, but Yuki finds 1 more. Switchy falls. Vital sniper put down there, and yeah, he's coming through. Okay, he might get a double. They lined up perfectly, but 40 finds the kill first. And there's 1 final player, the man left alone once again, and there's not going to be enough time to go and put that bomb down. 3-1. That's what Nonagon are now going to get 3 back-to-back rounds. Reborn started things off so well. They got the first round locked in. They were looking so good, but now Nonagon say, yeah, not today, guys. They are going to get 3 back-to-back rounds exclusively to themselves. Let's now go to round 5. He almost got lucky there, but didn't find the value though, Black.
Yeah, better luck next time to him, man. That's what I'm going to say. 5v5 here. Round 5 we will be. And now both teams. Now you can see the boys of Nonagon is just spreading out, keeping their numbers. And now we might be seeing a very interesting engagement, because right now, if you look at the boys of Reborn Rejects, they're on the B side and now inclining towards that side. Meanwhile, a portion of Nonagon's boys are on the A side, and maybe Jaras might pull off a 1v3 of a century, 1v3 of the APC. He says the man information given out, and now Trigger Discipline would have to come to play, but Swishy will fall for Jaras. He picks up a 2-piece, and now 3v5 is where we are at. 3v5.
3v5. Reborn don't have numbers locked in whatsoever. Yuki now trying to get the jump shot on that man. Cage there, sniper, a single picks out with Devil. Look at Devilman again. That's exactly what I just talked about. Devilman. Now all the way push back, trying to get that flank to work. Hopefully can work, but they're not being too overextensive. You can look at that mini map. The 3 players are kind of boxed in, but they're not really boxed in. Player number 2 can still make a round back. Jaras sees that man. His mark is found. He's going to be able to back that down though. If you're rejects, you eventually have to go and put that bomb down. B doesn't look like a very good spot to go to now, but the shotgun goes and costs his havoc. 1 kill found. Traits are going to come through almost instantaneously there as well. K finds 1 again. Inopro falls. Now it's a 3v2. They can still make it work. K, sniper in hand, going through that mid map. No info has been given out. Yes, K! Sister man. 4G sniper also picked up. Now they dance. Who's the better player? And 4G says, rest. It is me. As Kat said, 3v1. And once again, Kanye West, the last man standing. I think I should have said last man falling, as 4-1 is your scoreline. As now we go to around 6, as Nonagon are going to get that lead even further locked in with a 4 back-to-back round. And D cannot fall.
Man, this is a domination, man. You can tell that Nonagon's probably the finger slipped, and maybe they give that one round to Reborn Rejects, because you gotta ask them what is going on. And right now, bomb is still with Swishy, not planted yet, but we are seeing a smoke thrown around the mid map, and now another around the A side, and a nade to follow up through. But now Inopro, he sees the man, a shot will miss. and that's gonna be limits taken down. And hopefully another Devilman tries his luck, but not able to find anyone there. Yuki will for Periwinkle still with that shotgun. Finds a double, 44s as well. Vital kill. And now Periwinkle go with a machine pistol trying to find the third one, but Geras outplays him. And now it's a 3v2. Geras, Periwinkle down. Vital kill as well down. He sees Any. Yeah, sees the man. But then Devilman will be his target there. And puts him down. Type 19. 2v1 now. Yeah, last man standing. Nightmare words, a second situation, a second time scenario. Can he make it work out?
I mean, it's more than second time. He's always the last man standing. I think for the past 5 rounds, literally, he's been the last man standing. I have no idea how that works, bro. They want to give the man high BP, and he's just like 12 years old, bro. Geras now coming through from behind him. Bomb did go down. Geras sees him dodge there, and the chase might come on. He's completely boxed in. They know exactly where you are. The haymakers are going to get power lead up. Oh, the wrong angle looked for somehow wins that gunfight still, and now they're just going to have the cultural dance around the bomb as the fuse comes to play, and 5-1. Hot Nonagon are going to get 5 back-to-back rounds, and you know what are you doing, bro?
Honestly, man, I think speaking of putting me on the spot, maybe I might have a rethink, right? I might have a rethink, but still, hey, before you come at me, let me have my rethink, all right? But still, believe in Reborn rejects. Technically, at this point, it's starting to be difficult, but still, smoke thrown, round 7, 5v5, and of course, the bomb now on the side of Nonagon for the plant, and Reborn rejects the defuse. So far, we are seeing them play it really gradually and really safe, but still though, man, round 7 is where we are at, and Reborn reject. Oh, you know, bro, finds limit, another first blood, another time. What is going on? K is quick to put him down. The trade comes through, but then one takes out the first and saves him the pressure of being the last man standing. 2v4 is where we are at.
By the way, guys, Chelsea is losing 2-0 to West Ham. All of you are cooked. Here you go, 5-1. Shotgun able to get, he doesn't get the kill still. Pistol comes to play there as well. And he's the final man standing. He's against 4 men, 4 black men, by the way, as Yuki puts him down. Perico falls, and 6-1 is your scoreline. Match points locked in, series point also locked in. One more round, and they are through to the very next round. And Reborn is going to fall down to the lower bracket. Well, fortunately for them, there's still a second chance in the lower brackets there. But I mean, first of all, though, you have to fall down. Can they still make a comeback happen? Comebacks happen. I've seen 6-1. Even 6-0 becomes 6-7. So if you're Reborn now, you just have to get 6 back-to-back rounds. But I go and see that Devilman, who's on the punching gloves, able to get the very first block drawn. Sushi falls. 4G finds one. Devilman finds one. And they are each taking kills as 2 players are left standing. Kanye West and Periwinkle as Ye falls. And Perry's the final man. Can he make it work for them? It's a 1v5. The clutch has to be perfect. Finds the first kill. Devilman's there. He's going to throw that down. The smoke to confuse Devilman. Maybe shotgun finds the double, and we are on our way to a 1v5. Can he make it work?
1v3 now, since the man are not down! Periwinkle! What the hell? 1v5, now a 1v2, and the man is still there. Shotgun in hand, XM4 in hand. Can he make the difference now? 4G sees the man there, information given out as well. That's gonna be 1v2. They need to reinforce 4G. 4G can't do this alone. Shotgun will miss. And Geras will make him pay and secure the round for Hunt Nonagon.
I mean, somebody said 7-6, bro. Now, wow. King of Battles regains his title 2026, bro. I'm sad. I am so sad. What a way to welcome Black Matter back to his throne. At 7-1, Nonagon are going to absolutely shut down Reborn Rejects. But again, they are not out. They still have a chance to rise up again, possibly, bite Nonagon back. But again, they have to go into the lower brackets. Now we go to a replay from Jade and his little girlfriend behind the screen. But again, big shout out to Nonagon as they now claim a 2-0 series win here over Reborn Rejects. Not the best night for them on that SSD for sure, Reborn. Hopefully they have a smooth run the lower bracket and they make their way back to get a revenge here. But if you're Nonagon, I mean, you're not scared. You're having a very good field trip so far. As you're through to the next round now, Black. You're through to the next round. But mind you, this 1v5 clutch here, he found 3. I was it 2 there. I mean, he might have just made it work, might have made our dreams come true. But now, unfortunately, though, just wasn't able to make it work. And Nonagon are through to the next round of the ACC qualifiers, man.
Yep, the Geras was there, man. The Giraffes was there. The man having the maximum impact, having the sensitive and most important time to come through for S7. There was no need to delay that S&D round, man. Just stay hit, let's go home. It was match point already. Periwinkle as well, he had other things to say, but still, Giras was there, 4G was there, and they made sure he didn't have any room to say it. Still, that's going to be stats here. 160 impact for Giras, 8 bomb on the other side. We can see Periwinkle, of course, the man actually made a very impressive gameplay there. 8 bomb on his end, 135 impact, with the person coming closest to him being K on his team.
Yeah, I mean, you have to feel bad for Ye, man. He literally had about 5 rounds there where he was the last man standing every single time. You have to go and ask, bro. You have to maybe take him to therapy after this game because, man, he was crazy stuff there. But again, Nonagon, they see things through. They win the whole thing here, and they are now through to their next round. And, we look forward to seeing what's going to happen. Mind you, this is just day 1 of the Group B qualifiers. Tomorrow is going to be day 2. And that is when we're going to find out the 4 teams that are going to be qualifying for the next round in the 4 teams that are going to be qualifying for the actual African Pro Series itself. I'm looking forward to seeing Carl there. Carl's going to be qualifying. My team is playing tomorrow, believe it or not, anyways. And of course, man, again, big shout out to all the watch party hosts. I don't know who and who's watch party today. Fun fact, I was sleeping by 6:24 p.m. when the stream started. So I have no idea what happened, what's happening. I'm just here. This is not me casting. This is my twin. I don't know what's happening, guys. But yeah, big shout out to all our watch party hosts. Big shout out to Die Hard. I know he's always going to be. I mean, I've got to give that guy a big shout out. Like, I could literally dedicate 10 minutes of the stream to that guy to just say thank you, because guy, he's one of the only creators in the African scene that actually pushes out esports with everything he has. You know, he makes videos about the esports events. He watch parties them. He talks about them on his stream. He's constantly reminding people about the event. Die Hard. If the organizers don't tell you enough, big shout out to you, man. We love you in Africa. The CODM Esports scene appreciates your hard work and everything you do for the scene. And any other person who's watch partying, I have no idea. Thank you so much for watch partying. As well, again, Black, my co-host, he just did smart after all his bad things, bro. 7-6. Clap for yourself, bro.
Well, to be fair, in my defense, at some point I did want to have a rethink. Seeing how that game was starting to go, I was like, okay, maybe Reborn were not just Reborn in the S&D. Maybe they were still in their former state, but still, hey, yeah, shout out to Die Hard. The man is absolutely pushing what we're doing here out there. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Ruski. And of course, shout out to our sponsors, Our Sports Gaming, guys. ASG. Without them, well, the African Pro Series, the African Challenger circuit as a whole may not be a thing. So yeah, shout out to them for sponsoring this competition, this tournament. And of course, shout out to myself, Carl, and myself, Black Matter. Yeah, I am both of us, okay? I'm both of us, okay? You're not there, Carl. You're not there. Yeah.
There you go. But again, guys, we are going to be calling for an intermission before we go and kickstart things off in our game 3. We've had 2 amazing games, but again, they've both been 2-0, 2-0. I don't like seeing 2-0s. I like to go and see 2-1, you know, like take me to that third map. But unfortunately, we're not going to get any of that action today on the control yet. Hopefully, game 3 and 4, maybe we can get there. I have no idea. But we are going to be going on a very short break. When we come back, it's going to be game 3, so don't go anywhere. Wherever you're watching this, go and get a little bit of water, maybe get popcorn, get juice, whatever you're into. And we're going to see you guys very soon. Bye.
Yep, we are back in, and we are geared in, of course, for game three. And man, have we come this far? We have seen a lot of teams compete against each other. So far, so good. Only a 2-0 fashion win we have been seeing here, Carl.
Well, I mean, again, yeah, 2-0. We saw game one 2-0. We saw game two 2-0. I'm hoping game three is not 2-0, but again, most likely he's gonna hit. Okay, now let me not start. But I think he might go and hit 2-0 as well, in my personal opinion. Eclipse Gaming and Mighty Esports. I'm not gonna tell you guys why I think he's gonna get 2-0, but I think it's going to be a 2-0. But again, I'm looking for that one game that's going to force things out of control, hopefully, and give us that matchup we so badly want. Again, I'm looking at my picks. I don't know where the camera is. Is it this first one? Is it the third one? The fourth one? I don't know, bro. I keep looking at the phone. I'm looking at the camera. But anyways, well, shut up, Jerry. Shut up. We're looking forward to seeing. Oh, it's going to be hard for to kickstart things off, and it's going to be on a Slums map. I haven't seen Slums in a couple of days. I haven't played that map in ranked in a very long time. Not like I play ranked anyways, but kickstarting things off here, Black. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I have to. What do you think is going to be winning the game here? As we're going to have a lobby reset where they put a little wine for the ancestors, and we head back to lobby map.
Jerry, why is it that you always turn the camera when me and Carla inclined towards the screen?
Yeah, bro. Like I was kissing my camera, bro. Jerry was like, "Bam, back to camp," because that boy is just. He's like at times, yeah. We need to sit him down and talk to him like professionally, bro. But anyways, he needs help, that's for sure. But yeah, again, put you back on the sport. What do you think? Who's going to win this match? Eclipse Gaming or Mighty? Who's going to be taking the hard for the fixture here?
Me, definitely Eclipse Gaming. Definitely Eclipse Gaming. I trust production to switch the screen to maps when he's changing the maps. My goodness.
Yeah, you see that you can't do anything with production guy. You can't he's just that guy, bro. You can't nobody controls him except Latina by these guys. But anyways, Slums hard points, Kurhana Search and Destroy, Kurhana Metropolis, the neon colored city there. And of course, Standoff Control, a classic control map, a very annoying mode we haven't seen all day. I really want to go and see Control today, guys. Hopefully, Mighty Esports let us go and have that. But again, Slums hard points to go and kickstart things of Eclipse Gaming, the more seasonal team on the paper. That should be an easy win for them on the paper. But again, games and paper are two different things. Like the Chelsea are losing to West Ham right now, bro. But again, I'm looking forward to see what's gonna happen here on Slums Hardpoint Black.
Yep, and I'm gonna go for Eclipse Gaming, man. This is like you said, supposed to be an easy win for them. But then Mighty Esports, I'm pretty sure they know who they are dealing with. I'm pretty sure they know who they are coming up against. So they might have those contingency plans and those strats in place for them. So yeah, let's see them execute those. Let's see how they carry that. Let's see how they manage themselves in the hard point and hopefully in the SD in Kurohana. But then hard point or slumps is where we are and where we're gonna start off with.
That hard point of slumps to kickstart things off again. A very classic map. We saw that a lot in the World Champ Stage 4 and Stage 5 last year. One particular Stage 4 map that a lot of you still get PTSD from. It's a very, very crazy slums match, especially with your PDX. But now we're kickstarting things off once again this week. Kickstart things here on slums. It's going to be hard points. It's going to be chaotic. Definitely, that's one thing for sure. The open P1 fountain, the P3 Money Hill, P3 and P4 with that same spawn as well. So of course they are going to pour wine for ancestors 2 times. When the ancestors like wine, no.
Yep, 2 times, maybe 3 times the charm. Hopefully not 3 though, because I mean, how often can we do this, man? We're just literally casting maps like at this point. At this point, oh man, I gotta get the action style. Really, honestly, Eclipse Gaming and Mighty. These players must be pumped, geared, and ready to show us what chaos they have for us today. But still, Eclipse Gaming, I'm still inclining towards them, man.
Well, to be fair, again, like I did say on paper, they look like the better team for sure. So being inclined towards them, I wouldn't say it was really a hard choice to go and make that. But you know what makes me special is that I'm like the penguin. I want to walk towards that mountain. So I'm gonna be going for Mighty Esports to win out point, right? My eye, bro. This might not be me that talk this thing, guys. Disclaimer: this is not Scout. I'm drunk. Anyways, guys, we're looking forward to see what's gonna happen on that map. No doubt.
I think you're actually contesting for my throne here by saying Mighty Esports. But then, hey, if you want the throne, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. We'll stay here. I like that. I like the fact that you're still giving them the benefit of the doubt. Mighty Esports, well, I haven't really seen them play most times. I've seen their clips. I've seen them a lot of times. I've seen them in the Emperor League. I've seen them play in a lot of tournaments I've casted in. But in Mighty Esports, not a lot of history when it comes to my side. But maybe on your side, but not mine. So I'm curious to see the roster. I'm curious to see what these guys, have in store for us today, really.
Yeah, to be fair, again, on paper, Eclipse might be stronger, but again, I asked them Mighty play before. They know how to cause an upset. A lot of these teams know how to cause upsets, and I think that's what makes esports. The little bit of doubt where yeah, this team might be stronger on paper, but there's that little bit of doubt where one team might just decide, you know what, today has to be our day. Today has to be the day we go allow to be put you down. And hopefully, if you're Mighty Esports, that's exactly what you want to go and happen right now. You want today to be your lucky day, your deserved day, rather. They maybe have done their assignment, they've done their homework, they've seen the strats, they've watched the VODs, they know how to counter Eclipse gaming. That's one thing Mighty Esports might have done. You never can go and tell. So hopefully, this is one of those game days where we see a major upset come through, a map 3 forced, and maybe even a reverse for Mighty Esports. But again, on hardpoint though, technically, I'd say ECL are the hardpoint base team. They have a very solid hardpoint here. Even a better S&D as well. But on hardpoint, I think it's one mode where Mighty are going to have to work extra hard if they want to go and claim that victory. But again, if you're Eclipse Gaming though, on paper, you're comfortable, you're looking very good, but don't get too comfortable out of the battlefield because that might be where you get punished, no doubt.
Complacency and underestimating the enemy will be their antidote. And that's what Mighty Esports can ride on if ECL boys actually get complacent. It's this thing where when you fight an enemy, okay, yeah, we've got the reputation, we've got the player base, the fans, the people watching, the casters are even inclining towards us. Hey, we're the main mans, we're the one in the spotlight here. Let's do what we can do. We know who we're playing against. There's no need to get so uptight and all strategic on these guys. Let's just flaunt it. And Mighty Esports, they say, okay, look, you're trying to take us for a ride. We'll show you what we're made of. We'll show you why we're called Mighty Esports. And I really want to see that. I want to see the underdogs. I want to see the people that not everyone inclined towards somehow go and make it a map 3. We go to a map 3 where we get past Kurohana and we just get to that map 3 because that's something we haven't really done. 2 games casted so far. We haven't seen any map 3. No control. Hunt Nonagon did not play. 2-0 taken. ASG did not play. 2-0 taken. ECL, show me what you got.
I mean, again, like that, if you're ECR, you want to go and continue that fashion. We're sitting 2-0 out of 3 this evening, or all evening long here. Eventually, if you're ECR, that's something you always want to go and do yourself. Get a 2-0 hard point taken, S&D as well taken very clear, and hopefully just go to the very next matchup. And but me personally, though, I think the casters, the players, not the players, the casters and the viewers here, we all want to go and see a map 3. We all want to go and see a control. If you're Kijo, by the way, Kijo is somewhere in the chat now. I want to see control. She's definitely hoping for that control somehow, somewhere. And I want to see that as well. Hopefully we're going to see that control come to play. But right now, it's all going to come down to what Mighty, can be able to go and fight back. And if Eclipse Gaming are surgical enough to go and end things here on the map too. But again, I want to go and see a very close game. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a very nitty-gritty game where both sides are going to throw hands really well. We're looking forward to see what's going to happen. But again, if you like say the wine that they want to pour for their ancestors the dead time, they don't go buy for market because that's why they're taking 4 hours to now start the hardpoint game chat. What a time to be African.
Well, honestly, looking at Kijo here, she's always wanted the control map. She's always wanted to see a control, and unfortunately, they haven't really given out what she wanted so far. Hopefully, they do. Hopefully, Mighty give out. But then I gotta come on and say though, Kurohana. Isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong here, Carl. Isn't this the first time we're seeing Kurohana in the African Pro Series?
Oh, I think I don't. Doubtably, I think we saw that last week. We did see that last week, and it was me and you casting on day 1. Was it? I think we saw that last week, and I brought that up. I'm not certain. Yeah, we did. Okay, production said yes. So we did play that game on map 1 time last week, but this is only the second time we're going to see it in the African Pro Series qualifiers. And it's of course Eclipse and Mighty Esports. What better teams to go and have a go at it? One of them has so many colors in their flag. One has red and I think black or something. Eclipse Gaming. So this is it. Rainbow City. A lot of color chat. Let's go.
Love colors, and I don't know why it was taking so long, guys. Come on. Let's get straight into the action. The chats are waiting, the casters are waiting, production is waiting. So don't hold this out on us. Come on, we want to see the action. We are waiting, we are ready, and yeah, man, I am starting to run out of things to say because these guys just won't start the game.
Yeah, I'm just gonna flex my Moses there a little bit. Where's the Moses, bro? I just have Moses there. Anyways, but what you? We're gonna kickstart things off pretty soon. But again, I want to give a big shout out to all the watch party hosts, the ones I'm aware of. Die Hard and Mommy Witch. I didn't call her last time. She came to my house. She's outside my door with a knife right now, guys. So unfortunately, I have to give her a shout out as well. Big shout out to Mommy Witch. I'm finally giving you the shout out. Leave me alone, please. Big shout out to Die Hard as well. Big shout out to our sponsors, ASG. And mind you, ASG CODM won their first game 2-0. Crazy stuff there. Big shout out to ASG CODM. Thank you for bringing the African Pro Series and the ACC to us here. And we're looking forward to see Jade. Why are you laughing? Why is Jade laughing in my ears, guys? It's very annoying, bro. But anyways, guys, now we're looking forward to see what game 3 is going to hold here. Eclipse Gaming and, of course, Mighty Esports. But again, how are you guys on the chat? All of you, wherever you're watching, YT, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, anywhere. I don't know which of that platform is here. Red Note. Anyways, we are kickstarting things off finally. Slums Hardpoint Black. Take us away, man.
Yeah, we're gonna start things out. The calm before the storm. And Eclipse Gaming, the boys are ready to shoot, and God, they will open the first blood account there. Mighty Esports already showing dominance early, and it's not a switch late, I see. And Mighty Esports there already, except for 2-piece picked up early. Risk have started taking a lot of risk here. Gonna pick up a 2-piece there. That for Retro Force as well. Quad Force 9-0. What is going on? Mighty Esports have a great start, and Eclipse Gaming don't even have a single point here.
Yeah, I just heard Bro say on more on chat. Jared is actually stunned as well. Sorry for 15-4 is where we are, but now Eclipse Gaming are going to get the hard point time retake, and that was going to be theirs. As they now try to get things back on far, they are going to send swinging hands in there, but the boys in yellow are ultimately going to shut them down as they now edge towards that 20-point mark, and they are almost there. Yes, they are there now. Eclipse Gaming now to get a retake maybe. But look at that mini map. Who's going to get a P2 first? Look at the better spawn. Eclipse Gaming have nothing or no player anywhere near that P2 spawns. The scrap time is going to be theirs though. Double the lead now for Mighty as they have the P2 spawn locked in, the hard point time locked in, and it might just be theirs for the taking. Eclipse Gaming on the back foot. What a start to the hard point here, Black.
What a start it did. That's gonna be Crow taking out one, and Risk is still doing non-pass with that weapon in her hand. Now Swifty picks up a 2-piece as well. That will for Godwin from Savior finds Doji. Retro Force as well. Swifty with another 2-piece of his own. Mighty Esports dominated a half points are here in their favor. Savior with a coordinate. The XM4 makes it a double to make it a triple. It takes down Risk, and of course Xavier almost making it 4, but on will take that one out. Now Risk comes up with War Machine operator skill in hand into the smoke and finding a 2-piece there, almost a 3 to make it almost 4. Risk is doing no pass. Mighty Esports. Xavier comes back now, comes up revenge game. War Machine in hand, 54, Stoji Force. The Mighty Esports still have that lead locked in.
Mighty's living true to the name here. Double that lead still locked in. It's now we need to go next. But look at that mini map. Who's going to get there for the Eclipse Gaming? We're going to send the numbers towards that PT. Hopefully they can hold it down and start to go retake that lead. They haven't had it actually the whole game, so it's not going to be a retake. It's going to be a capture here for them. As now we go into that PT. He starts to count. It's going to be in there. The answer is going to be the boys in blue. And look at that kill feed all in their favor as all blue names. Mighty trying to come through that door. 50 finds one as they now floored him. Michael Jackson slides him. He's going to get put down. Fine. Trade comes through as well. Uncle K might get a double equalizer. Popped out the perfection. Perfect timing is the word there. As the Eclipse Gaming are starting to look alive for score. 40 and 59. 36 on the clock, and they might just get a full 60 here because so far, Mighty Esports have not sent a single player in for a contest up until now, and the man gets absolutely annihilated. And Eclipse Gaming are almost about to get that lead. I think they're gonna get it now. Don't jinx it now. As Mighty Esports are about to go and lose the lead for the very first time on hardpoint slums.
Taking things back into control now. 2-piece to solidify, but take things back into control as Doji will pull out that one and take now 3-piece. Ooh, Brett finds one, not a 3-piece rather. That Mighty Esports still in the lead there, but it is close. It is close. Spider comes out with that death machine, but a Sparrow from Crow to put him down. On fight one. Risk will fall. Crawl now. Sparrow time runs out. 65-65. It is close. Eclipse Gaming are fighting. The hill is in their favor, but Mighty Esports are still contesting. Retro, Crawl, and Dad are keeping them out of that hill. The death machine now the bread maybe find one, but only one. 79-80-65. They have broken out of that close lead and now solidifying their way to 100-point mark.
So far, so good. Eclipse David are not going to get that lead now. P4 counting still. And now the boys in yellow are going to go and trade that hill. They have the better spawn locked in as well. But Xavier's War Machine might be very vital for now to make it very mighty clear. Hopefully, no pun intended there. Now, bodies in yellow are going to come too. Xavier gets shot down. Backstab finds the Spider. Claims a double. Dad of the Tempest popped out. Only one kill found. Trade finds him, puts him down. Billy risks. They find value for themselves there. And Mighty are trying to go and retake that lead. Potentially tighten things up, but I don't think they can actually do that there. And start need to go and go next. 80-point mark now also crossed. We quote him above that 80-point mark as P1 about to start counting once again. But look at that mini map. The boys in blue, 4 players already on the hill time. And the Treads are going to come to that smoke. And look at that kill fit. Oh, Dad and Uncle K finding value all the way through as the Eclipse Gaming are going to get in depth. But now Swifty from behind might get a kill, but not a single value found. Spider comes through, finds one. Tread finds him. And Eclipse Gaming are going to be first to that 100-point mark.
They didn't start out strong here, but they have taken things back into control here. It's a 3-piece with the XM4. And of course, almost 4, but Billy would fall to on. And now Spider finds that. That's 105-89. Mighty Esports are not relenting on their end. They have taken back that hill now. Vortex gone, weapon in hand, finds a double there. Almost a triple. They are keeping them out of that hill and getting those points back up. And Eclipse Gaming, no room for complacency. They have hit that 100-point mark and are coming for that lead you have given to them. Now Eclipse takes it back to control. Scrap time, Scrappy does 110-100. They are saying to Mighty Esports, take it from my grave, take it from my hand, for you are not getting close.
118, 100, votes him above the 100-point mark. Very vital thing. And now the Tempest comes out for that. Can he find any value with that thing? Hopefully, yes. But the answer so far is going to be a no. Equalizer now for Uncle K to go and break that hill. 1 kill farm, make that double. As now they're going to flip out that spawn. It's going to be there. P2, 50-point mark and counting. 50.6 and counting rather. As the Equalizer still finding value. Make that 3. Might get 4. Almost makes it 5 expires though. Perfect timing. Eclipse going to get above the 130-point mark. Mighty Esports trying to make their way back in. Trying to go for that spawn, I think. He's going to send 3 players for the spawn control. Hopefully they can get in. Yes, now they do flip out that spawn, hopefully. But can they get the hard point in time? Sorry for the answer. It's going to be yes. Now they are going to get flip spawns and hard point in time. And finally, I think Eclipse Gaming reflip the spawns. The flipping here is so crazy, guys. That's why I'm fried egg, bro. And so far, 149-105. 17 on that clock. Scrap time going to go in favor of Eclipse Gaming. And now you need to go next P3. Who's going to get there first? The answer looks like it might be Mighty Esports.
Yep. They're gonna get their boys over there, smoke through as well. Now on try to pull them through. He sees the man there, VMP weapon in hand. But then Crow will fall, Swifty falls as well. XM4 distance shot. Billy fights the kill, and now Slice to fight a double as well. That falls, and Eclipse Gaming. The hill will open up, and Mighty Esports are there before them. He's zoning them out of that hill. Spider picking up one, Toji falls. Retro picks up, Swifty picks up another. Equalizer weapon in hand. Switchblade breaks will fight one as well. That falls, Spider falls, Toji falls. Eclipse Gaming trying to take things back, but that hill is still in favor of Mighty Esports. They will try their best to hold that ball. Sparrow in hand finds only 2. Grace will fight in their that falls as well. 166-126. The lead is there, but the hill is in favor of Mighty Esports.
166 and 133. Mighty again, 34. Plays crap here perfectly, hold it down. The last 20 on the clock now might be theirs. Clears the game and can't send in forces whatsoever. They need to go next though, don't forget that. P4 is a very, very vital hard point. And first to get there might hold it down. Mighty's crab is totally theirs. They're not letting the kids get anywhere near as they are going to control the very last seconds. And now we need to start counting for that P4 soon. The kids game are going to get the last 3 on that clock though. But now look at that P4 spawn. Mighty going to get in there first. Hoga, pray and spray weapon. I love the Hoga so much, but I didn't see that completely. But he's getting the value still. Finds one, make that double. Might get 3 through the wall. And yes, they do clear the last man out. And Mighty Esports, better spawn, hard point time locked in. Might be their lead to retake here. But Eclipse Gaming are going to come through that door. And oh my god, they are still trying to fight for that spawn, but they keep getting sent back to their own spawn. And Mighty Esports are starting to finally climb up the ladder once again at 174 and 165 is your scoreline so far.
Yep, it is your scoreline so far now. 170, they are close. Mighty Esports, they are close. And they have tied things up. And Mighty Esports taking back that lead. What did we say about complacency? Mighty Esports en route to that 200-point mark. Eclipse Gaming no room whatsoever in the hill as they will get even closer now. 190, close to that 200-point mark. Eclipse Gaming take things back into control. He'll bring on this ball back and forth. Mighty Esports take things back again. Gunplay from Spider fights Retro. Dan comes up with a shock Dan from the Tempest. But what can they do? Mighty Esports, 2 more points left to that 200-point mark. And I do hope what Carl predicted is not the situation here.
Mighty Esports so far about to get 200 first. 198, ridiculous to go to that finish line. And now they do get a both there. Eclipse Gaming and now trying to find their way back in this one. Sorry for P1. Uncle K with the equalizer, but the Onk has found no value yet. Might he find what now? The odds is going to be astonishing, yes. And now Cool comes in the score, finds a kill. Trick doesn't find him yet. Cool finds a double there. Uncle K finds one more. 10 kill marks for him and counting. And they're just trying to make sure they don't let Mighty Esports go and get the finish line first. It's 191 as they are now edging towards that 200-point mark for themselves to score. But eventually, he needs to go towards that P2. And look at that spawn. Who's going to get that first? Swings with a double. Nade finds a double and clears out that hill. 203 and counting. And P2, Uncle K now trying to flip on that spawn. 1 kill foul might be very, very important. This might be what wins them that game. Brad comes out to play, puts the one player in that spawn down, but they are not giving us spawn that easily as Mighty are still playing spawns. Uncle K says one. He marks the spawn. He doesn't fall. Eclipse Gaming don't want to let them get that spawn. And now they're going to flip things out. And yes, they do. Eclipse Gaming have the spawn as both teams are tied up to a start of P2.
Eclipse Gaming taking things back to control. 230-209. They are close at start finish line. But Mighty Esports take things back again. 230-213 and break out that tie. It will be the kill feed all blue. Dad with the XM4. Finding 5. Eclipse Gaming denying Mighty Esports. The friend comes through now. Eclipse Gaming, they have that lead 7 points with no time to rest. Cruel fights one, Retro fights another. Xavier brings out that war machine to keep them out of that hill. 20 more points. Make that 19. Eclipse are there. They are at the edge of their seats. Mighty Esports take things back again. The hill taking back into control, getting even more closer to Eclipse Gaming. For the contest is still there. Go with the kill piece as well. PMP weapon in hand. Spider finds a 2-piece of its own without PMP to 22. Mighty Esports defeated on the scratch, but the boys of Eclipse are already onto the next hill.
Very far. 333 and 330. Things are getting heated up very fast. It could be anybody's game still, but if you're Eclipse Gaming on paper, you are a lot stronger. But I think I just did talk rubbish, guys. Forgive me, because my God, these two teams are equally barred, and nobody's settling for less here. It's going to go to the P3. Look at that many balls. The boys think we're going to get there for the better spawn is there. That comes to play. XM4 finds a double, clears out that hill. Mighty Esports now. They have to come through that door. Can they still make it work? 244. Only 6 more points to go now, and nobody inside. Equalizer. Perfect timing. First kill foul. Make that a double. Eclipse Gaming us through. The hard went is theirs, and Mighty Esports fought hard, but unfortunately, Jerry is not in their side.
That was a nice shade on Jerry's side, but man, Mighty Esports have made an impression on me. And look at the highlights here. Risk just doing numbers with the war machine, and Mighty Esports absolutely styled. They fought back. Lead taking, lead lost, lead taken back again, back and forth. But Eclipse Gaming, man, I don't know what to say, man. Was that complacency or was that them actually struggling, man?
That was struggling. To be fair, complacency is where you're actually better at the gunfight, so you're dominating the gunfight department, and then somehow, I don't know. But in this case here, both teams are actually fighting. You saw the standout of Red Mighty Esports. They kept keeping things close. The gunfight department was so close. The operator skill was so close. The rotation were also on behalf of both sides. It all came down to momentum of brilliance, and you can see Eclipse Gaming. The last P3 there was the defining points. At P2, they were both 209, 209, and going to P3, that was when we finally started to see Eclipse Gaming get that little momentum there and get to P3 first, lock it down, don't let a single player of Mighty get there. The equalizer of Uncle K as well, perfect timing. And again, Eclipse Gaming they wanted it a little bit more, and they're going to get the very first map locked in.
big shout out to Mighty Esports. Like I did say on paper, Eclipse looked stronger, but I'm gonna take that back because my God, these two teams they looked very much on par, and you got to give both teams their flowers. Yeah, but Eclipse Gaming ultimately wanted a little bit more, and they won the whole thing. I mean, I need to get a lot of water after this one. Jesus Christ, bruh, that was a crazy game. Like that was a crazy game.
It was a crazy game indeed, and it was an unexpected one, honestly, because I know Mighty Esports, right? I know they had needed to make a first impression on both of us, but still, they did make that impression. Look at that there with the XM4 absolutely clearing them away and sending Mighty Esports back to their spawns. And now that final rotation, that final hill was where ECL made sure they make the Devilman move that he made earlier today. The equalizer clears to get those final points. That is the signature Devilman move to end things out. And look at the stats here: 197 impact for Onk, Crawl 194, tying house. Even Stevens, as Abdebu would say, with that 194 as well. And on the other side, you have Risk having the MVP, man.
Man, to be fair, a lot of things happened tonight. A lot of things happened here. The game was close. You can't take that away from both sides. They fought hard so well. The hard point in time, all 5 players in ECL above that 1 minute mark. And if you go to the other side as well, 4 players above 1 minute for them. Billy, the only player falling short as well. But the kill department as well, ridiculously close. I think, 6 players in the whole lobby, about 40 kills, 4 for ECL, 2 for the side of Mighty Esports, and literally everybody, fighting hard. The only player not only able to get above 30 is going to be Doji, but again, the hard point time did go on Sophie's there. But again, ultimately, Eclipse Gaming wanted a lot more, and they got the whole thing done in their favor on the hard point. But then, this is just the start of a map 2. There's still S&D, and what we just saw, the game was ridiculously close. So if you're going to a map 2, if you're the side of Mighty Esports, you can't be shaking yet. You might not have the momentum right now in your favor for sure. That's one thing. You've lost a hard point, a little bit of morale down in there, no doubt whatsoever. But still, you had a very perfect fight back. You 3 punches. It looked like you're actually going to win the whole thing. So going into a Search and Destroy, keep your heads up high. Maybe hopefully force them out 3. Just try and tie things up here on the S&D. But if you're Eclipse Gaming, though, you want to close things off here and now, you can't afford to go to map 3 because, my God, I mean, the Respawn game, so far, it's ridiculously close. So if you're ECL, you have to go and close things off on S&D, no doubt.
Yep, S&D is going to be way. You don't even want to gamble with these guys, man. You don't even want to count. It's just too risky, man. It's just too risky for them to even try to play around or do anything in Kurohana because you will regret it. Mighty Esports are mighty, and they have shown us that. And of course, they are ready to make sure they get to control this time around. We did not see control in the first and second game. But well, with Mighty Esports, if you want to take this home, best of 2, and it's in a reverse sweep, the Mighty scenario, and play it out for that control there. And I don't know why Carl is raising his eyebrows at me. Well, yeah, let's see what happens, man, in Kurohana.
Yeah, again, we've seen 1-2-0, 2-2-0s, and I don't want to see a third one for sure. That's one thing. Hopefully, we don't get to see a third one. I want to see a control. I want to see that so badly. I think if any team can actually get control, it's going to be these 2 teams. They've been, the hardware was so close. The skill department there looks very much even. So it can literally be the first time we go and see control in the qualifiers Group B. Hopefully, it is. But if you're ECL again, you don't want to let that happen. So this is me actually, jinxing things for you by hoping we get a control. So you don't want to let that happen if you're Eclipse Gaming. You want to go to close it off 2-0. And Search and Destroy, it's one of those modes where it literally can be. Again, it's Kurohana, very big map. That map is bigger than Nigeria, bro. That map is so huge rather. There's so many angles to come out from, so many corners to actually go to watch out for. And it's crazy, man. It's a very big map. The players must have done their assignments, their homework here, and hopefully they know what to go and expect from both sides. Standoff control is our third map. If we get there, hopefully we do get there. But again, Kurohana, Search and Destroy. If Abu Dhabi was here, we'd be fighting and throwing hands right now about this map being very beautiful. But fortunately, I have Black who also likes the map. So 2 people that like Kurohana Metropolis casting, what they did to be alive.
What they did to be alive will be, and man, Kurohana. It's that beautiful neon city with the lights and just walking around, enjoying the view. But don't forget you're in a competition because you're fighting against Mighty Esports, and ECL can't afford to relent. Yeah, Carl thought I was zoning out there, but
I swear he was making making it poetic, bro. Like, it's just a map, bro. They will see full blood. They will see down the map. What is all this? Is neon color? What's the apple, bro? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, they thought I had zoomed out, but nope, it was me. It was still me. Well, yeah. So man, I really want to look. I want to see what ECL do. I think ECL, after what just happened right now in the hard point, I think they might want to show us, like, they want to exert dominance and show Mighty that, look, with what you pulled in that hard points, don't start getting any second ideas. We're still the fans' favorite. We're still the ones in theory that the people would want to go for. So hey, Mighty Esports as well. You've sent them a message. ECL, don't even underrate us, because we will come for you, and we will come for you in Kuruhana S and D in those rounds that we get through now. So no equalizer, no deck machine, no operator skills, just playing strats and amongst other things.
Yeah, again, no equalizers, no death machines, no claws, no anything, no score tricks, no breads. You can't even use baby shot except your account. Right? No breads, nothing is allowed. Literally, it's all down to gun skill and strategy and being able to go and think on your feet. And that's a very vital part of Search and Destroy. That's one skill Jerry doesn't have, unfortunately. So if you ever stuck with Jerry and ranked MPI, I pity you, you suffer. Right, yes, we are about to kickstart things off with the beautiful map B-roll of Kuruhana Metropolis, the neon-colored city, and arguably the most beautiful map on CODM. Argue with your phone, chat. Argue with your phone. But now we're kickstarting things off here. Mighty and Eclipse game in S&D. Who is going to take that win here? Are Mighty going to tie things up and force the map 3, or is Eclipse gaming once again going to show you guys why they are dominant and go and close things off 2-0?
Well, we're going to have to see that now. It's round 1 here, and of course, Crawl. Now, weapon in hand, the man is gonna wait out here. 5v5, the bomb planted, not yet planted actually, on the side of ECL. That man with the bomb, Taspi planted that bomb. But look at the mini map. We are seeing Mighty Esports just spread out their numbers around the A side and the B side. One player guarded the B side, one player guarded the A side, and 2 up front. And that's the strategy they're employing right now. Meanwhile, ECL, 3 on the left B side and 2 on the right. Man, I am looking forward to how these players will engage that up. But right now, everyone is starting to get trigger shy, man.
Well, to be fair, 5v5, they both play like a bunch of jerks. Nobody wants to leave their spawn. I'll play very safe here. Dad with the bomb in hand to go and get the plant eventually for the Eclipse game. And here, Mighty Esports, Billy! First kill foul. Mike hit a double there with the trade finds him. Xavier says you don't slide out like that. Puts him down. 4v4. Numbers are back in pot again. And again, the bomb has not been put down for Dad. Time on the clock, 35. And counting down very fast. Could still be anybody's game for sure here. Numbers are locked in. Look at that mini map. They are spread out. Only the one player in blue all the way at the A bomb. I've got no idea what you're doing there, but I mean, if it works, I guess. And Xavier hits Marco, finds the kill still. Pistol claims a double. How? And it's a 4v2, Black.
Yep, the 4v2 now. Dad bomb planted as well. Gonna fall there. And now it's a 2 Spider! My goodness! Xavier, Dad falls and Spider finds a triple to secure the round for Mighty Esports as they get the defuse, man.
Oh, wow, I don't know what that was. I don't know how that happened. But Mighty Esports, it looked like they lost every hope there. And then they said, nah. They just come from nowhere and shot everybody down. Look at Xavier sniping again. Missed the first one. I don't know how he got the double kill there. That made no sense to me whatsoever. But still though, Mighty Esports got the round win, so it doesn't really count or ultimately there. And now we're going to round 2. And if you're Mighty Esports, you started things up very well. S&D not looking like it might be your playground. It might be your very first map to go to win. Sniper now. Doji might see Xavier there. Oh, Cruel! Puts him down. It confirms the very first kill. First blood drawn, and now 1-0 on the scoreboard with a 4v5 in favor of ECL.
Speaking of ECL, they will lose members there, as the 3 members will be found, and now it's a 4v2. Onk is there. Go! Gonna find one, risk will fall, and now it's a 3v2. Mighty Esports are starting to lose control, lose numbers here. And almost ACL tying things out when it comes to numbers. The bomb finally picked up by ECL. And now with the plan to retro, it's going to have to make that plan soon. But then looking at the mini-map here, we are seeing the 3 players on that B side. and the two players of ECL on that A side, they might want to wait out for them to probably get the plans for Retro. The man already knows. Instead, he goes for the A side and still just waiting it out, being cautious, tiptoeing his way towards that area.
Oh my God. 3v2. Eclipse Gaming so far, not the best sport to be in. They don't have numbers again. They've lost the very first round. It looked like they might be losing 2 rounds back to back. Billy might get confronted, yeah! And Billy shuts down Uncle K, the Unc falls. And now it's one more player, Retro, and a 1v3 score. Finds the first kill. Trade finds him instantaneously there, puts him down. Mighty Esports so far. They started hard when the exact same way. Started so well. Was he planting the bomb as the round started? Or more Jerry, bro? Jerry, I blame Jerry, bro. I didn't blame the game, bro. 2-0. As we now make our way to round 3. And the Eclipse Gaming are struggling, guys. They are struggling.
Yeah, how can you plant a bomb there? Well, never mind, guys. Let's just move on. 3v5. 3v5. Crawl finds Billy, and that's gonna be 2v5 now. The bomb being planted. It looks like Eclipse are finally woken up, and Dad gets that bomb planted in. And 2 members left. Toji is there as well. Might run into someone, sees that in the distance, and he takes him down. And that might be check your corners. Will be the situation, but the man move forward. Now Spider, last man standing, picks up Punk. 3v1. He sees another, picks up Retro, but the back shot from Xavier will deny him that round. And they will say no, and Eclipse Gaming takes it.
Boy, they keep letting Spider do this nasty 1-piece, 2-piece, 3-piece every single time. And I'm wondering, is it that the guy is Spider-Man? Because what is happening, gang? But now 2-1, as we now make our way to round 4 and Eclipse Gaming again. They'll be able to get their very first round knocked in. So hopefully now things can start to change in their favor. Doty! Nasty Nathan, clean work. Precision Nathan there. Time to kill the boy simply now. Oh my God, double cut through for risk. And back and forth chase come through. And look at that. Finally, Crew, the last man standing in a 1v4. Can't be a good spot to be with those nightmare words. With the last man standing, complete the mission. Can he now find a way to make it come through for them? Crew with a 3-kill mark in a 1v4 here, Black.
1v4. He's gonna have to take out 4 members of Mighty Esports and ECL. The bomb has been dropped, not yet picked up. They are around that side, the B side, and the man just might be walking into what might be a slaughter as he picks up 1, but Swifty will not take chances there, puts him down, and that ECL losing out that round to Mighty Esports.
Yeah, another thing again. 3-1 though. Mighty now have 3 rounds and the Eclipse Gaming have 1. What are the odds to go to round 5 now? Surely ECL can find a way back from this one, can they? If you're Mighty Esports though, you started things off so well, you have to now finish as you started. Crew, the 4-kill mark, Dad falls, Uncle K finds 1, Risk goes down as well there with a 1-for-1 trade again. Doji Sniper looking for a single, picks it up there through that heady. Oh, that's black falls, 60 finds him. K finds a trade there as well. Spider goes to Spider, man! He's gonna get a shot on, he doesn't get a shot on there. Billy claims a double, Toji deals the final blow, and 4-1. Eclipse Gaming fans, how far?
I'm actually starting to ask myself as well, what is going on, man? What is going on? Because this is 3 back-to-back rounds taken by Mighty Esports, and production, well, I do hope production is on that team, because what is going on? Production, you do really need to take control in ECL right now. Mighty Esports will go for another round. Now more needs being thrown towards that A side and the B side, and the boys of ECL sticking together might run into no pass, and Spider will find another 2-piece. Billy finds Xavier. Spider falls. Billy finds another 2-piece. What the hell? Mighty Esports are dominating S&D on Kurohana. 1 member left. Dad with the Odin in hand. Can he make it work?
Yeah, somehow, Jared managed to miss every single fight out with this guy. And the 2v1, and that is left to get the clutch here in a very tight spot. The 3-kill mark, though, mind you, the Odin in hand, the very nasty AR there. This is one of those ARs you don't want to be in the open against. It's a little 2-tap. 1 tap to the head, mind you, as well. And now he goes in. First kill found. It's a 1v1. He can't still make it work. Doji, the last hope now for his side. Mind you, the bomb has not been put down. There's a lot of time on that clock. If you're Doji, you don't have to push, but the man pushes regardless. And he's going to claim that round. 5-1. Eclipse Gaming. This is not the scoreline that dreams are made of. And he's sweating right now, chat.
Yep, sweating. I am also sweating right here, man, because I don't even know what I am seeing right here. Mighty Esports went from losing out one round to ECL to dominating the rest of the rounds, and Retro falls, that falls. Numbers back and forth, numbers still tied. But see, so far, Spider gonna pick up another one now, 3v3. Xavier with Tundra trying to find one. Bomb not picked up. Mighty Esports tasked with the plans, but then 3 on the A side. And on the other B side as well, they are sticking together. Onk finds Swifty, and now it's a 3v2. Numbers advantage to Eclipse.
So far, 5-1. Mighty Esports have to be locked in still. Doji puts Uncle K down. 2v2. Numbers back on par. Crew, very Mighty Esports there to hold. He might get 2 players off guard. Only finds 1. Numbers, call out going to get given now. It's 1v2. The final player is going to be Spider-Man. Left to clutch 1v2. Might see Crawl, might see him. He's going to go into... Oh, Xavier confirms the clean kill. 5-2 scoreline. As we now make our way to around 8. And if you're Mighty Esports, again, you've got the knee locked in. This is not the time to start choking. Please don't be Jared.
Well, speaking of Jared, in relation to what he just said, la 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 la, and I'm saying that because that's exactly with the song that Eclipse came in. I hear it from Mighty Esports, because right now this is match points round that they might get. Uncle finds Spider, and that's another fall in the dominoes. Doji who fall, and now the cause and effect situation here. Retro who find Grace, Billy falls, but it's a 2-piece from Swifty, but Retro is there to put him down and buy themselves more time.
And so it begins. The choke about to start, and maybe the replay is coming through. I don't even know what this is. Swifty's double there though. He might have been a turning point for that round, but unfortunately not. It's Eclipse game, and again, I started to find their plays in this game here. Kuruhana Metropolis, the beautiful city. Snipers come through, 5v5, nobody falls. Nets are going to get thrown, Smoke's also throwing down. For any value whatsoever that we can possibly find. 5v5, nobody's overextending. If you're Mighty, you start to go and choke. 2 rounds down, lost back to back. You can't afford to lose any more rounds here. You can't afford to let them get any momentum whatsoever. Nice, Xavier! Clean, that's the word. 3 more players there, he doesn't really know. There's a flank coming through player number 2 with the boys in blue, and Risky. Oh, they go! Yes, they go! 3 players, 4 then 1 foul swoop, and Eclipse Gaming left to 1 final man. Crow Sniper as Billy shots him down to a respawn. 6-3, and we make our way to around 10 with Mighty Esports 1 round away from forcing our first map 3 of the qualifiers Group Stage B match day 1 stream.
Man, we are starting to make it work, man. 1 more round, and that's it. We get to control. This has not happened throughout today. Out of the 2 games, we have through the smoke. Crew, he finds Swifty, and now 4v5. Mighty Esports, they have lost another, and now Billy finds Retro rather. Eclipse losing 1. That's a 4v4. Number still tight. Doji with the bomb not planted on the A side. The boys of ECL. Crew fight another. That's 3 to clear out Mighty Esports and buy themselves time.
6-4. Like you did say in your words, buy themselves time there, because they did all that time. They have to be flawless. Mind you, there's no overtime. 3 back-to-back rounds is what they need. Crew, you did mad. What was that replay, guy? It was like, come, you die. Wait, see, bro. 6-4, and now we go to round 11. And if you're Mighty Esports, oh my god, look at that kill for Dad. Gives a double. Xavier claims 1, and numbers 4. It's 1 final player. It's Doji. He's gonna find 1 for Uncle K. Puts him down, and that has to be the fastest round in the whole Search and Destroy Kuruhana. 6-5, and Mighty Esports are 2 rounds away from choking the Search and Destroy and the possible control standoff. My god, please, no.
This is what we saw at the hard points. We saw a close lead here. We saw a tie. We saw that 2 point mark where Eclipse woke up, locked in, and took it from them. Stole it with that last rotation, that last move there. And now 5v5. They are holding it out. Crew, he seems the man there. He knows they're there. The smoke has given away the location. He knows they're there. But the man will have to wait. Patient, dog, maybe. But then, man has to move. Side to the slope. Oh, Crew misses the shot. And now another. Oh, another shot missed. And now Crew, the man might be getting anxious. They are trying to fade away, and a slide through, baiting out his shots. And Crew, what is going on with your aim in this last round, man?
I mean, I wouldn't blame Crew. I think they're teasing him there. They are trolling him at that point. They know he's there. They keep sliding like Michael Jackson back and forth with the and they just looking for trouble there eventually. But they might get punished because look at that many maps. They are getting boxed in eventually. The boys in blue now are getting boxed in as players from Eclipse Gaming have now put them in one single sport, and they have to eventually move together if they want to break out of that. Uncle K now, perfect lane thrown there. He's not going to find any value whatsoever though. 5v5 still. Nobody has been put down. The bomb plant has to go and come to you soon. If you're at risk, you've got the bomb in hand. Billy watching the mid map here for them. And Xavier might get doubled. Oh my god, that was so close. Back set down. Uncle K draws out first blood. Billy falls. Now 5v4. 50 fights one. Doji falls. Mutual fights one. Finds a double. And just like that, it's a 1v4. And this is not looking good as the bomb did get put down. But a free defuse there is where we currently are. 6-6 is where we are. And one round away from choking the whole thing. Mighty Esports. How market? What's in the call?
Guy, production,
Jerry, stop
guys,
people, bro. Say no to bribery and corruption, Jerry. Oh my god.
Guys, you can't hear production right now, but I'll tell you what he says. He's saying no way, bro. So yeah, we are getting straight into what might be the final round. Yeah, we'll be the final round since there's no overtime here. Now through the small spider, but Xavier will take him down. Now Xavier finds a sniper, 2-piece found, and that's another 3-man down. 5-4v2, 2 members left on Mighty Esports. Toji, the bomb planted by Dad, no risk taken, and Eclipse Gaming are looking good.
Well, no words. I swear to God, no words. As one final player is all that's left, the final hope they have. And before I even complete my sentence, the man gets sent to hell because that's exactly where they're going. As they crush our hopes, 6-7. Eclipse Gaming make the remontada of the season. 6-7, guys. By the way, that's crazy, bro. 7-6, though. That's Jared always play the whole thing. Jared will always find it to spoil up. Go put 7-6 because Jared don't have common sense. Bro, you guys don't know how much I detest that. This boy. Corona section destroyed Dawn, and of course, Eclipse Gaming are going to claim the whole thing. 6-7, chat. And no standoff control again. I don't know how the hell a comeback like that happens. It was 5-1 at one point. I don't even know what to say, bro. But yeah, it is what it is. 7-6, 6-7. Eclipse Gaming claimed the whole thing, and Mighty Esports fall down to the lower brackets where now I hate to go and say it, but they deserve to be there because what the hell, bro?
Yeah, choking the hard points, which they started out well, by the way. Choking the S&D, which they started out well as well. And honestly, if they didn't make an impression, man, it was the impression of choking on games, really, because this is just ECL up to a certain dominance. You know, they got so close, and I don't know whether it was to give them adrenaline, that chance of, I might lose, but still somehow win and make it work. I don't know if that's what they were doing right there, but still, impressive gameplay. Coco, Toji, they knew what they were doing. They came, but still, Toji side, man, to be fair, he did try, man. He did try, to be fair.
Bro, everybody tried, and I'm seeing an interesting comment on one of the TikTok streams saying, Chrome might be better than that. That's crazy work. But I mean, I would like, Chrome has been, he was never on any of my list, bro. Low-key, I can say that guy has to be top 5 snipers in NG right now because, my God, every single snipe the guy made today was absolutely phenomenal. And I think that guy deserves to be top 5 in NG in terms of snipers now, not in terms of general players, but in terms of snipers, definitely. But again, wonderful game for Eclipse Gaming as they claim their place in the next round of the upper brackets here. Mind you, this is match day 1 of the qualifiers group stage B for the African Pro Series, the African Championship Circuit, brought to you by ASG Call of Duty Mobile. Awar Sports Gaming is the actual full name. Big shout out to Awar Sports Gaming. Thank you guys for having us. On stream, the casters are, and also, these wonderful players go and give us an exciting game. As that's it for game 3. We're about to go into game 4. Before we even go there, man, Black, Omo, I don't know, man. What was this game, bro?
Honestly, we look at the highlights here. We saw how great. Mighty Esports started out the rounds in the S&D. We they took the round 1, they took the round 2. Eclipse Gaming took one more round. Mighty Esports took back-to-back rounds. It somehow, at some point, everything started to crumble. The dominoes started to fall. The castle's infrastructure lost integrity, and we asked ourselves, Mighty, this was supposed to be your chance to force out the first control of tonight, but unfortunately, Eclipse Gaming said, nah, I'd win. And that's exactly what we saw. But still, it's game 3, done and dusted. And before we get to game 4, we're going to go on a short intermission. And yeah, that's going to be it. Production just confirmed that there is no game 4. And yeah, production is confused, guys. Production is confused.
There is a game 4, Chad. There is a game 4, guys. Do not be misled by Jared. Jared said there's no game 4, that we should go and kill ourselves, but we're like, no, we want to play game 4, Yeah, it's always us versus Jared, guys, and we actually won the battle today. So there's going to be a game 4, and we're looking, the game is about to start, by the way, guys. Sorry, there's not going to be an intermission screen. We're going to be here talking with you guys while we go and, wait for that game 4 to get started. But again, look at the highlight screen here of everything that happened in SNE. Look at Cross, nasty 3-piece 1. Come and die. 2, come and die. 3, that was nasty, man. I mean, that was insane. That was absolutely insane. Cool there. I call him Crow, but you guys need to call him anyone, bro. K-R-O-U-L-L, bro. Anyways, that said, wonderful game 3. Eclipse Gaming give us another 2-0 game of the evening. Not against my wishes for sure, but it says what it says. And now we're looking forward to going to a game 4. And to be fair, sorry, come again? All right, guys, it's Axium, the team from, is it Gabon? I think the number 1 team in Gabon, I might be mistaken there, versus Reject, a South African team as well, if I'm not mistaken as well. But I know Axium is Gabon, so I'm looking forward to seeing what those 2 teams are going to do. We just saw Reject play today, man. Not the best game. But again, Axium Rejects, Black Matter. Anything to talk about?
The last time I saw Axiom was Oasis Champs. And I nostalgia. You remember, right? Exactly. And that was last time I saw this. So when I heard Axiom, I am the person I am talking to has disappeared. Guys, you don't need to pay attention over there. Look over here. And the last time we saw them was in the Oasis Champs, and man, did they put an impression on me. Those guys absolutely tried what they could, but unfortunately, well, now we're here, right? Now we're here, the African Pro Series. Now we are seeing them contest again, and now playing against Reborn Rejects, who we saw play earlier today. And well, like you said, not the best game. Hopefully, they have learned. Hopefully, they'll do things differently this time around, because that's what matters.
Yeah. Again, I mean, these 2 teams, they are, I'd call Axiom a bit more seasonal. I've seen them a lot more. I've seen them across last year, a lot of events. They just came out from nowhere last year, and they started dominating the T2 scene. They were all over the place. Axiom everywhere. They have so many standout players. There's that one player who, if you ever stream an Axiom game on TikTok, the amount of, bro, what's the guy's name? Jared, can you remind me his name, man? If you ever stream, sorry, come again?
Bodycon.
Yeah, Bodycon. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
if you ever stream an Axiom game on TikTok or YT, and the Gabonese fans are watching, they're gonna spam his name so many times. The algorithm is gonna start to look for who Bodycon is, because my God, that guy Bodycon, he's been called so many names. And he's one player. If you're watching Axiom, you always look forward to seeing Bodycon in the lineup. Hopefully, he's still there. Hopefully he's still there. Again, Reborn, we saw them earlier today. Not really a bad game, but it just wasn't their night. Could actually get the win. And now we're looking forward to seeing them against Axiom as well. These 2 teams are saying very much on equal level, but equal footing, equal level, equal pars. And of course, look at the map pool for these guys. Apocalypse Hard, but I haven't seen that one in a very long time. Tunisia, Search and Destroy, and at this point, standard control should just be deleted, bro, because how we get in there, I have no idea. But Apocalypse Hard, but kick start things off, man. Black.
Honestly, three games now, and we haven't seen a control. And even the last week when I casted these games, I did not get to see a control in the entire 4 games I casted. So yeah, I think I'm standing with you there. They probably should just remove control. This probably won't get there. But still, it's hard points. And of course, AXM versus Reborn Reject, and I do hope I get to see Barikon on the roster because I am thrilled to see that. Let me confirm. Is he on the roster? Unfortunately, I do not see.
He did, bro. He did. You not get
He's there.
Guys, Black needs to get
there.
glasses. Guys, please, I'm starting to GoFundMe on my TikTok for Black to get glasses, guys. One line. I can't be having glasses alone, man. But again, sorry far, so good. AXM are going to start as a little bit slow. 11-0. Reborn. They've lost one game tonight. They don't want to lose two as they are going all out. And they are 17-0. Sorry for on P1. And Black, what do you have to go and say, brother?
The AXM already, well, they are not starting out strong. Reborn Reject are the ones having the lead here, but still so far so good. With our techniques out, the GOAT himself, Barikon with the coordinate, finding Switchy and starting out things there with that XM4 weapon in hand. The man is trying to find numbers here, but it looks like when it comes to numbers, it will not be the one there. Daniel will be the better one there.
Chelsea won that match 3-2, guys. Forgive me, Lords. My bad, gang. We look at P1 about to expire, and we need to go to P2. And sorry far, so good. Reborn. Then after all the lead locked in, who's going to get the better spawn though? Barikon finding a kill off the heady. Might just put players through that broken walls. Might get a double. Yes, he does. The XM4 doing the lots was. Might get 3 there with the reload. Not the best time for the man. Savage holding that spawn alone. Finds the kill. Doesn't find the double. Yeah, puts him down. And Axium are going to get that P2 first. The better spawn still locked in, kind of. He might get flipped out now as the trade's going to come through instantaneously with both sides. And if you're Axium, though, you look like you're losing the hard point time now. Reborn are going to get in there. They have flipped out that spawn, and he might be there now full holding here.
He might be there. It's 24-44 is where we are. 20-point score lead there. That's going to be the kill feed. Oh, yellow. And Any is still doing numbers here. Reborn Reject. K rather, not Any. CODM finds 2 keys there as well. And then Axium. They are playing catch up. Not a good look. The GOAT Barikon himself already catching up to Daniel here when it comes to those kill fouls. And already now matching up a 4-7-7. Tying things out here. XM4 weapon in hand. Wreaking havoc. Save 70-24. Scrap time on Reborn Reject. And that next hill is where AXM are.
So far, Jack's going to have the knee locked in still. The AXM team find struggling to find their footing whatsoever on this map here. P3 now about to start counting, and who's going to get him there first? The answer is going to be the boys in blue, but mind you, they don't have that better spawn, so it's something they have to go eventually work towards. But if you're Reborn Rejects again, you are holding the whole game strong. Savage goes in there, forward to Periwinkle. His name is Periwinkle, by the way, guys. I just noticed that. Periwinkle, bro. I haven't eaten that in a very long time. Not that I want to YouTube shout, but sorry for 25-89, and Reborn Rejects 90-point mark and counting, about to break the 100-point barrier. But AXM are going to now stop them in their tracks, and I go and see that the teams comes to play, and Reborn are going to get that retake. And oh well, the 100-point mark not locked in, Black. This is not looking good.
Not looking good indeed. AXM still below that 25-point mark. Actually, you know, they have passed the 25-point mark, but still in that first quarter there. And Axium are just trying to play catch up with Qfeed all yellow, and Reborn Rejects just 100-point mark above 180 right now. The bread comes through, finding even more numbers, getting more points. The scrap time in their favor. The next hill, they're there, dominating the map, dominating the kill feed, and dominating the gunfight. And we gotta ask the question, what has AXM has to say in this situation, man?
Sorry far, the 100-point gap now fully locked in. That cannot be good. The kill feed are blue, but can they start to find value? Because that's what matters the most. You might be getting killed, but the hard point time is so not close, and that's what you need to go and do to go and win the game. Now Xeno comes to the equalizer, finds one, might get a double, but they are going to shut him down. The Ali and the War Machine, Barikon, Urus are going to find value to themselves, and Barikon finds a double with Alpha himself, 5.3, and yes, he freaking does, and that's why they call him Barikon. Finds a 4, and he's still going, but of course, the Jinx comes to play there, and he's going to get put down. But now AXM starting to find that value on the hard point time. A boy 40, now they count. Urus comes through, he finds another kill, the War Machine, inspired finally. Savage finds one more, and 50 points, here we come. Axium are about to climb up there, and if you're a Reborn though, you still have the lead family locked in, almost, actually you've both double the lead, and now we're going back to P1, so you just have to continue to start it, and hopefully start to get points once again on the hard point time.
Don't choke, finish what you started, Reborn, don't choke. And I know why I'm saying this, but then Rus with the XM4 fights one, almost a double, make that a double, almost a triple. But now 132.55, AXM are starting to catch up the hill time in their favor, but they are closing in on that lead. There is no time. Swishy finds Daniel there with a Sparrow, and now Savage will fall. Zeno finds him. Zeno will fall. Trade comes through. 800 MS finds him as well. For a ring for falls. Badicon puts him down. 61.3. Double the score. And the hill time being contested and taken back by Reborn region. And at this point, what can AXM do?
49 so far. Again, the lead is still doubled. And if you're Axium, well, you start to get a little bit of life on your side, but eventually you need to actually get those hard point time counting. Badicon still finding value, but ultimately getting put down there on that broken walls. Ye finds a double for himself. And now you need to get the better spot for that P2. The boys simply have it, but Ye trying to go in from behind. Badicon sees him, shuts him down, puts him out of his misery there. And now again, 157 is where we currently are for Reborn as they have the hard point time. Almost a triple lead there. Now, okay. Perfect Tempest coming in from that spawn. Maybe flip it out. The Annie as well popped out for player number 2. They might make everything work, because yes, they do. And now they clear out that hill and they flip out the spawn. They have the better spawn. The hard point time counts in their favor. How much better can life get?
How much better can life get? It did, yeah, with the claw, and they're gonna find one there. That's so far 68-173. They are trying, but Reborn are trying harder and keeping that lead double the number no matter what. Yeah, with the claw, trying to find more numbers, trying to keep them out of that hill. Anyone who comes close, it's gonna get the claw treatment. The 188 closer to red point mark. AXM, there's no time. If you're gonna make a comeback, if you're gonna make it now. Weapon in hand, Periwinkle, yeah, fights a two-piece, and Daniel 800 MS will fall. Zeno finds Urus 200-point mark. They are past that, and AXM no response whatsoever.
The Lamborghini Urus there. Crazy stuff. 209, 211 now and counting the 200-point mark. Family growth. And AXM, well, I would expect a much closer score line from the number 1 Gabonese team, but right now they are putting shot down. And begs the question, what exactly happened here? As Reborn rejects just, before the game started, mind you, while we're talking about the two teams, Jared said something behind my ears. He said Reborn had a horrible game 1 and they annoyed him. And well, Jared, anything to say right now? I don't think so, bro. Keep quiet. And 225 and 68 is where we currently are. And Axium, sorry for not finding any value whatsoever. It's 213, only 20 more points to go. It's Barrow with, oh my god, how did he not get a single kill there? That would have been easily 3. But again, Reborn, 240 point mark now, fully crossed. 10 more to go, and not a single player for Axium inside for a contest. And Reborn are just gonna walk their way through to victory here. Easy peasy on the 70 for Axium on hard point game 1. Apocalypse has a son he's going to get blocked. What the hell was that, Black?
I don't know, man. I honestly expected more. I mean, Badicon's on the roster, so what happened? Was it pressure? Or was it the fact that everyone was looking forward to him? And I don't know, man. Production says different server, but let's see how the S&D goes. Hey, let's know. Yeah, production just said that he will slap me, guys. So yeah, I'm reporting to you everything production says. Yeah, so yeah.
Bullied on stream, bullying. Shameful. Anyways, it is what it is. Again, yeah, he did say something that I think, out of all the rubbish he said, he did say something meaningful there. Servers are a major issue, so it may be partly a server issue for AXM. I've not been able to get the right server and, maybe ping and all that. But ultimately, that's not something we want to go and talk about because, again, the gameplay spoke for itself. And I mean, Badicon somehow still able to get 27 kills and stay on the positive side of things alongside Daniel on 19 and 19 with a perfect 1 KD there. After the hard point in time, nobody anywhere near that 1 minute mark apart from Daniel on 37. And well, on the side of the yellow boys, Yay on 2 and 35. Bro was cooking beans and frying plantain, guys. That was insane. And of course, 30 kill mark for Periwinkle. Crazy stuff. Reborn rejects just say they wanted it so much more. They started the game well. They finished the game well. 250-68 to scoreline. And not the exact scoreline I thought I was going to go and see the match like this, man.
Yep, I thought I was gonna see much, but then hey, we're gonna comment Badicon like he said, MVP on his team despite the whole server thing and all that. Periwinkle MVP on his own side, the man absolutely tried there, and I don't know why you're doing that, but moving on. We will be seeing the S&D though, so let's hope the server thing isn't really a big deal that's going to affect the opportunities there they have to control, to take a control. Yeah, don't mind cow face palming. That's production, just being production.
I have to go and talk. Guys, like, can you guys imagine the person that is in the lobby here, the production was asking you which map is SNT? Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't even get where Jerry is from, but like, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, we are about to kickstart things off, and of course, Axium Reborn reject, Search and Destroy. If you're Reborn, you won the hard points. One more map to clear it off here, 2-0, and give us a map they want of perfect 2-0s, man. That is something I don't think I want to see, Black.
Yep. I want to see AXM. And by the way, this is losers bracket. So yeah, if AXM do lose here, then that's bye-bye for the Gabonese team. Unfortunately, we won't get to see more of Badicom, but the man did make an impression there. Nate's thrown and over to that B side. No numbers found just here. Taking it slow like a first round two. But Periwinkle still with that shotgun, still styling, and now Zeno trying to find the value there. But Badicom is there as well. Since the man puts him down, the goat you are. He's still styling. Trying to look for a double here. He finds it. K falls. Now trying to look for a triple. He can make it triple. But then 3v2. That's going to be 800 MS. Wall back for Zeno. Finds two. Badicom falls. Takes down the goal. Fights to kill. Daniel system at own and you lose. Yeah, fights the kill. And Reborn reject. We'll take round one.
Very first round locked in. Very first round claimed. Again, started hard quite well, won the whole thing. Started S&D well. Are they going to win the whole thing? I see if you're AXM, a whole nation on your back, a whole country fighting for you and hoping you make them proud. If you lose this one, you're out of the event and you're not even going to qualify for the APS itself. Can they find a way to make it work? Get an MS finds to kill that. First kill, Periwinkle puts him down. Trade finds him as well. And it's going to be all blue on the kill for it. Oh my god, they claimed that round. 1-1, things are tied up. As we now go to round 3 with AXM still fighting back and hopefully they can force him up 3 here.
Hopefully they can force him up 3 here, honestly, man. Because right now, with how things are, I gotta come on and say it right now. Reborn rejects have a great start, but they can't afford to get complete. And AXM are still fighting back. AXM are still in it to win it. And yeah, 5v5 numbers are still preserved here. They are keeping things close. They are sticking together. But on the side of AXM, they are spread out around the A side and the B side. They are defenders. So yeah, this is typical strategy. Yo! Finding one and Daniel falls first. Meanwhile, K will fall. The trade comes through. 4v4, maybe a 4v3 since the man but misses the shot. Swishy, gonna find another. Then XM4 weapon in hand. Urus, not able to find anyone though. It's still 4v4. The numbers are still preserved.
So far, 4v3 now actually. What is 4v4 actually? Sorry, I take that back. Numbers started up again. Snipers looking for value there. Nobody found. Badicom 2 kill mark. Didn't really get a lot of kills last one, did he? Now, so AXM though, you have to make it work. Badicom finds one. Of course, I angered the man, but what I just said. The words and Badicom. Oh, Savage finds one there as well. Vital sport to win. Very bad sport as well. Is going to get put down there finally. 3v2. Reborn don't have numbers to work with. Can they find a way to make it work still? Badicom sniper. Single Pixel will do and single Pixel does. Badicom finds a kill. Might get a double and yes, he does. AXM find the lead. 2 back-to-back rounds and Reborn are now struggling against the team from Gabon. Deal.
Man, just look at that headshot, man. Look at that, man. Look, that was just impressive, man. Badicom, the bodycoat himself finds a 2-piece, and that was an impressive gameplay. AXM, server difficulties, nah, we still win, and that's 2 rounds taken now. And now we go for a wall bang. Badicom trying for a wall bang. We're not able to find it there. Still 5v5, numbers are still preserved. The bomb not yet planted by Swishy, and Reaper Rejects are trying to stick together, not to spread out, not to spread closely there. And then Nate's gonna be thrown. Of course, 2v. Okay, Badicom not able to find any. Oh, Savage! 2-piece found again, traded up, but we could find a 2-piece of his own. And Badicom, the gold finds K. Now it's a 3v2. Since the man gets one in, Periwinkle almost a double. But Badicom is waiting for the man to pop out again. The Nate's thrown and just waiting for that chance. The man slides through but misses that shot. And 3v1 is where we are.
I mean, he ain't now in a very bad sport. Almost boxed in as a player making that flank to work, but I don't think he's going to be able to get there on time. So, yeah, he can still make it work. Goes to mid-map, sees Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson puts him down. Sniper clean. And AXM 800 MS, 3-1. as they now get 3 back-to-back rounds, and Jerry's throwing hands right now and just saying no. As we now go to round 5, Reborn reject on the back foot here. Can they find a way back?
Guys, production just squealed and I'm laughing. I'm just laughing so much at what you just did. But then 5v5 round 4 is where we are, guys. We are seeing the players starting to Jerry, stop that. But then slice through K800MS almost finds one. Numbers are still preserved though. They are starting to case. Oh, okay. Best 800MS for Winkle Force as well. And now it's a 3v4. Urusco 4. K finds one as well. 3v4. Numbers are in favor of Reborn rejects.
Oh my god, bad economics got a double there. That would have been a collateral. It just didn't happen. Then they find one. Daniel Force. Savage. The overextend that this time gets punished for that. Badicon finds one. Sniper still in hand. Almost gets it there. Chicks it a little bit. 1v2 Swishy and Zeno. Let's go and get that clutch for their side. Again, the bomb has been put down. So if you're AXM, you've got to find a way now to get a defuse. And that's going to be Badicon left to clutch 1v2. Take out 2 players and get that defuse. It's not going to be easy. That's one thing for sure, though. Badicon sniper in hand still. Pistol now picked up. Swishy's close by. Can he make it work? He's going in. He's going in. Oh, and yes, he confirms the kill. Oh, I jinxed it. He did not. Finds the kill. 1v1. The man pushes up Zeno in the 1v1. They are close range. Dances might come through. He can't get that defuse. Jesus Christ. How? How on God's great freaking earth? 4-1. Bade Goals claims the 1v2 against every odd in the notebook. How?
Let's figure out ourselves how to look at the highlights there. The man took down one Xeno Falls. And man, that was an impressive gameplay there. That was an exceptional gameplay there. And 5v5 round 6 is where we are. And of course, Badicon going for that wall bang as well, still trying his luck, but not able to find anyone though. 5v5. Swish is still with that bomb there. Reborn rejects. They are starting to choke. And AXM have that lead and really try to push out that map 3, but 1 down. Daniel falls. Swishy fights the kill. 800MS still trying to get 1, maybe 2. He sees the man prone and it takes him down. K falls. And now 4v4. Numbers are tied.
I don't even know what to go and say at this point. I don't know what that Badicon clutch was. I'm still shocked. I'm still stunned, by the way, guys. 4v4, the numbers are tied up here. Badicon 10 kill mark, highest in the whole lobby by a mile. Now you see why the whole Gabonese nation idolizes that one player. He can literally change how the game goes. Sniper again for him, looking for that wall bank. It's not going to come through. The bomb has not been put down. Swishy with the task of putting that bomb down for his side. Zeno is CODM with a VMP, the mythic one. Jerry doesn't have it. Jerry is broke. 4v4 still. Nobody found. Overextended. 800 MS finds him first. Periwinkle falls and our numbers in their favor. 4v3. Kanye West is still there. Swishy and Zeno left to now get the clutch for their side. Making that move again towards that B side. All 3 players going towards B and Savage in that stair. Waiting for anybody to make that move in. He's going to have to get footsteps come through very soon. Behind the grass. Behind the grass. Finds a kill. Almost gets a double, but Yay puts him down. Badicon sniper. Badicon sniper. Pistol. Hold it. Oh, Bade goes. Finds a kill. And it's 1 more player. Kanye West. Left to clutch 1v3. Once again, is the last man standing. They always do that to him. And Euros confounds the final blow. 5 back-to-back rounds. As Reborn rejects are having a hard day on Search and Destroy.
Really a hard day, man. Really a hard day. AXM somehow now are the attackers. And the bomb being picked up, of course, by Euros. And so far, so good. Things are looking good. Match points round and Savage will fall first. AXM losing members early. That can't be good. Reborn Regents might have just woken up, but Ye will fall. Euros falls as well. 3v3. They are going monk for monk, but no can do. 2 for 2 again. Into the MS by Swishy. And now Zeno sees the man slice through and fights him. Periwinkle clears the rest. Takes down Bade Goat and Reborn Regents. Might have just started something.
The last time we saw a 5-1 lead, he became top 10 nets very fast. If you're Axium, you don't want to let that happen to your side, so hopefully not. Map 3 might be forced finally for the very first time this evening. And hopefully it's his. First kill found, Swishy finds it. Vital kill, smoke's gonna get thrown. The boys in blue come through that smoke like a whole cavalry. Is there any value found? Swishy claims a double through that. Oh, Swishy claims out 3. Michael, Trent finds him finally with Banneker, the last man standing. 1v4. If anybody can get that clutch, it has to be this man. Can he now carry? He's still on his shoulders here all alone. 11 kill mark. There's a flank coming through there, Black.
There's a flank coming through right now. The man is outnumbered, but the man is boxed in on that A flank. Oh, the wall bank. And that is no chance in hell for Bodygoat, as they will deny him that round, that clutch, and move on to a round 9.
Destroy the objective.
Jerry just said we need 5 observers. Actually, guys, if you're looking to be an observer, why not, guys? Come, Jerry, all time. But again, 5 and 3. Split that out there for you guys. 5 and 3, chat. Go to round 9. And if you're Axium, well, you've got the knee locked in, but now you've lost 2 back-to-back rounds. The last time we saw that again, it wasn't funny. It was 1 game ago, and Black, oh my god, that was a nightmare to go and witness. But 5 and 3, so far, very quiet around. Nobody's fallen. Shotgun for Periwinkle there. If you come through that door, you might be put down. He's not gonna. Where is he going, bro? He should have waited. Again, though, I don't know what the game plan was. 3 players towards the B bomb for the boys in blue. 2 players, 1 mid map, 1 going towards A, I think. And Periwinkle alone. Smoke throw. Why did you throw that smoke? But now there's 3 players coming in and closing in fast. He might get it. He might get him. Of God, I don't think they've seen him. I don't think so. Ye finds 1. Sniper finds 2 for the boys in blue. Swishy, sniper in hand. Oh, 3 kills found for 800 MS there. And he's still finding the value of the value. 3v2. Periwinkle and Swishy now left to go and save their team here. Perry finds a double. Can he find 3 there? There's a player close by in blue. And it's none other than Banneker. Who's going to get it? Oh, it's Savage. Savage falls. And Periwinkle claims 3. It's a 1v2. Periwinkle claims 4.
Ready up.
What?
Is this the ECL Mighty script? Is this the ECL Mighty scripts? Is this what we are seeing here? What is going on? Reborn Rejects are about to reenact the script of this S&D. And right now, we are supposed to be in match points for AXM, but Reborn Rejects might have something to say about that. Nate's thrown, Smoke's thrown, and now a 2-piece by Swishy. Zeno finds another. AXM boys are getting wiped out by the gauntlet. 800 MS, 2 snipers, the Tundra in hand, last man standing to end the mission. Bodygoat finds here, that's 1 down, 4v2, 2 more to equalize the number. Can he make it work? But no, from K, we'll put him down. 800 MS from Swishy, we'll put him down. And now the scores are tied.
Nah lie, guy. Jerry, whatever you are cooking, stop it, bro. Stop writing scripts, Jerry. It's not looking good anymore, chat. 5-5. What the hell am I watching? What in God's green earth? What on God's green earth am I watching now? 10 kill mark for Swishy. 12 for Banneker. Those 3 players doing the last one for their side. Wait, goes on 9, by the way. 10-4, 8 MS. My God, a lot of heavy kills here. But it's alright. It's gonna go to around 11. 5 and 5. 5-1, but we go 5-5 now. Wow. Periwinkle shot corner. K falls. Vital kill. Perry has to go through that minimum eventually. Zeno goes and overextends and gets put down. But Periwinkle for a very fast response there. Swishy also finds 1. And here they go. They keep dancing. It's a 3v2. Swishy and T and Ye rather left to go and get the clutch. They don't have numbers, but they can make it work. Banneker's there. He's close. He's a threat. He goes in. Ye puts him down. 2v2. Still very much anybody's round noted down. But 800 MS takes out Swishy. Very vital player put down. Now Ye left to clutch a 1v2 sniper. It's marker found and Daniel put the last bullet in the man. 6 and 5 as we make our way to a round 12. AXM 1 round away from force to the map 3 here for the very first time in the Group B qualifiers on stream.
For the very first time, this might be 1 round that will define everything. Reborn Rejects might flip the script. AXM, this is match point. 1 more round and that's it. That's everything. You can end this here and now and push out to a map 3 for the first time tonight. And now 5v5. Oh, 5v4. Zeno falls first. And 800 MS will find another 2 men down. And AXM are not playing. Swishy will fall as well. The bomb being planted by Banneker. No time for TDM. The objective matters as well. 5v3. They've got the numbers advantage. They've got the bomb planted. Reborn Rejects. No numbers. They need to get that defused. The time is counting against them. 30 seconds on that clock. And now Periwinkle has got the HSD in hand. The HSO in hand. The man is waiting for the right target. K as well. Tundra is there. Badicon fights Periwinkle. Now it's 2v5. And now Badicon fights a double and machine pistol. Takes out Uris for K. Who for AXM will push a map 3.
Clap my hands for them. 7-5 as they do not let that choke happen. Mighty Esports might need to let a thing or two from Axium there as we go into a standoff control for the very first time in 2026. Qualifiers Group B chat as how the African Pro Series qualifiers, yeah. And of course, well, I mean, Badicon. Talk about that, man. Talk about Swishy as well. Those two snipers. The snipers were the defining factors of both teams. And again, Periwinkle as well was very, very standout player. The two, mind you, the two snipers and AXM, the two snipers, 800 MS and Badicon were literally the ones defining how the game was going for their side. And if you go to the other side as well, the shotgun and the sniper, Jam, okay, I just heard Swishy's Jam. I'm not really sure about that though. Swishy and Periwinkle were the defining players for their side. But look at those skills: 15 for Bade Gold and 800 MS on 13. My God, how much better can he get on S&D, man?
How much better, man? 176 maximum impact for Bodygood, 130 for Swishy. Periwinkle, of course, having 127, closest to Swishy, and the next person there, Zeno. On the other side, Daniel and 800 MS coming close to Bodygon, having the maximum impact, having the maximum kills. You can tell Bodygon has really stood out in this best of 3, man.
I mean, to be fair, oh my God, I've lost my words. I don't even know what to go and say there. But again, AXM win the S&D, and for the very first time, we are going to be forced to a map 3, which I'm glad. I'm excited. If Kijo was here, I should be jumping. Yay, map 3! You know, control is where we currently are. And yeah, these two teams right now, I'm just looking for. Oh, we just heard the word. Kijo is infinitely fine. Get well soon, Kijo. Get well soon, Furocaster. We want to see you back on camp soon. Again, guys, now we're looking forward to a controller and standoff the very first time on match day 1 of the African Pro Series qualifiers Group B. And it's going to be between Axium and, of course, Reborn Rejects. We've seen a 1-1 so far where Reborn Rejects nasty hard points. It wasn't close. The hard point game was clearly theirs by a mile, by a kilometer, bro. And then going into S&D, we saw Axium start things off 5-1 and then almost choked it. But again, Mighty Esports might have a thing or two to go and learn from AXM as they are going to still close things off 7-5. And now we make our way to control, standoff, our very final map for a tiebreaker and a decider of who stays and who goes home.
Final map, final game. And what a way to end the series. We finally get in our control. And of course, don't forget, it's the losers bracket. AXM, this is your last chance to prove yourselves. You have forced out that map 3, showing that you still want to be here. You still want to fight. Now's your chance to get yourself out of here and get yourself past here. So yeah, let's go control on standoff. And man, I am looking forward to Reborn Reject's response to this map 3 here, because this was not their script, man. This was not their script. They wanted to end things up in the S&D. They tried to make them choke, and that did not work. And speaking of the live counts, AXM will have the advantage here, 13-28. No tick locked in on either flag.
So far, very fast start for them. That's exactly where you want to go to be for your AXM. Again, the A flag and B flag are open for a capture by Reborn. They're not being let in there, though. That's the most important thing to look out for now. Time of the clock, 1 minute mark and 3 on the second clock there. Counting down very fast, though. Now it's below the 1 minute mark. And Badicon with a 1v1 here. If he won that 1v1, I would have said whoever was on the other side, just delete the game. But yeah, didn't really happen. So win 35-23 so far, the kill count. Both sides throwing punches here. When the A flag capture about to happen, 1 tick lock in about to get a double now for Reborn. Can they lock it down? Going for the harder flag first. But I don't really see that often on the standoff map. But man, if you're Axium right now, though, you're still keeping things close, but now you're starting to lose, guys. I think I jinxed it there. The A flag's gonna get captured. And mind you, that is a harder flag to capture on the map like standoff, by the way, man.
That's pretty hard to capture now. Of course, we're gonna find one there. Numbers back and forth. Periwinkle still doing numbers. Find Savage there. Swishy trying to find another through that distance. XM4 weapon in hand. And they don't have the life count. AXM has started to loot this out. They started out well, but now 14-19. Life count advantage to Reborn. Speaking of that, they will try to close things up again. Daniel fights K. Zeno falls as well. 16-14. A flag lost. B flag there. and no take on it. Periwinkle with that PFP trying to find the number, but not able to find anyone. 14-16, 2 life count difference. Periwinkle finds 800 MS. You force to Daniel as well, and they are trying to keep it close. They are trying to capture, but a great defense they will do. AXM keep 800 MS. That's nice shot. 13-14, 1 life count difference. Make that 14-12. Reborn reject will not have it around.
So far, 11v12 though. The A flag didn't get captured. Now it's down to B. The defense is gonna. Oh, look at Swishy going. Oh my god, a triple kill foul there. Gonna go berserk. 11v8 though. Numbers are locked in still. Swishy now invest that Sparrow very early on. Actually, later, brother. That'll be the very best score there. They've had a lot of value. Swishy still going. My god, what the hell? 4v9, damage is done. Daniel for a flank, it's not going to work. Now Badekon, player behind him on farm. He's gonna see the player there. Badekon, there's no win. The sniper 1v1, the pointing gloves puts him to sleep. And Reborn reject to a very fast, devastating round for Axium as they claim things off to a very good start. As we not make our way to round 2. What a godskin green off was that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Darok style. They ended in the Darok style. The Mike Tyson style. But now 30-30 gets straight to round 2, and now Reborn rejects are the ones with the defense, and of course AXM with the capture. And here we are. The gunfight's gonna come through back and forth. Periwinkle K throwing numbers down the bread there, trying to find 1, maybe 2, but none found. K brings out the Tempest, shock that finds 800 MS and Urus. K gets shot down. The trade comes through. Savage will find him. 22-28. Axiom losing life count again, and Reborn still having the advantage.
21-25 so far. Lives are very much close. Can be anybody's getting still. Savage sees the man up top, puts him down. Very vital kill there. Again, flat captures are non-existent so from AXM. They have to get flat captures eventually. That's a very important part of the game here. Swishy finds a double, gets put down. No, he doesn't. K falls down in this place there. And so far, 17 and 22. Reborn are going to get the life count in their favor, and they're not letting AXM get anywhere near those flags. And this cannot be good now. If you're Reborn, I mean, if you're AXM, you've got to find a way to break that. Oh my god, it's a little spawn trap. Swishy finds a triple, and Swishy, relax, bro, relax. He don't do too much. And now they're going for a spawn trap already. They're not even letting AXM anywhere out of their spawn. The Sparrow investment as well comes to play. And my god, it's just a game. Somebody saved them. 20v5. The damage has been done. And the boys in blue are getting dehumanized. They can't do anything. They can't even move, literally. And it's a 1v19. The final player falls. And Reborn rejects. They really want to qualify for the next round in the lower bracket. So freaking bad.
Honestly, man, so freaking bad is the word, because you can tell that they did not take that SND loss kindly. You can tell they did not take it kindly, because that was not how they wanted it to go. They wanted to pull out a reverse, a switch. You want to make them choke. And AXM said, all right, look, you're trying to underestimate us because maybe server difficulties and all that, but we'll show you what we're made of that. You can see AXM now having the life count advantage, something different for round 3 here of control. And now 28-27, Reborn Richard to respond to that, but 800 MS batting gold. We'll find numbers there. The kill feed now getting yellow as well. K will find one batting gold now, Annihilator weapon in hand, trying to find the value there. But no, able to find one. That's one there. Periwinkle falls, 800 MS falls as well. 24-24 life count are tied. One tick locked in, and that's the kill feed on yellow. K, but they got as well, trying to find another number there with the Annihilator. 800 MS finds K. 22-22. Life count still close. 2 tick locked in on the A flag. They are doing a great job with that capture, but AXM are fighting hard with the defense.
Flag capture now. It's going to be 20 and 21. Lives are very much close. Reborn able to get that flag capture. Very important. Mike Tyson, relax, bro. Drop the punching glove. Got it gone. So far, Swishy though, the man to watch out for 30 kill mark, and the only player above 20 in the whole lobby, and he's on 30 by the way. 30 and counting. Daniel takes out K, takes the double there. Savage in the Volta has got in hand, looking for the first value to get put down. Periwinkle now goes in, finds a double there, puts 2 players down. The B flag capture about to start. Swishy claims 2 players as well for himself there. Badekon, pistol in hand, going through that door as they are now going to be kept in their spawn. And Reborn getting that flag capture finally in the B flag. 1 tick locked in, 2 more to go. Might be theirs. Control might be a 3-0. And my god, did they come all the way to control to get 3-0 black?
Well, they fought hard to get here, and Reborn showed them, all right, you wanted to do this, let's do this. Let me show you what is here. 13-1, 1 member left, Daniel. will be put down, and that's going to mark the win for Reborn Rejects, and AXM has officially been evicted from the African Pro Series.
Ha! Now, wow. They've been sent home. I mean, I think they can still play the African Championship circuit. They can still play the Challenger Series, I think. I'm not sure what the rules are, but I think if you don't qualify for the African Pro Series, you can still play the African Challenger Series, I think. I'm not really sure what the rules are. But again, I mean, everybody wants to be in the main event, and that is the African Pro Series. And AXM, unfortunately, are not going to be representing Gabon there. They are not going to be playing the African Pro Series. Nonagon, excellent player. I'm hoping to see him maybe get a transfer to one of these big teams that are going to qualify. I want to see a lot more of that guy, a lot more of that boy. It's on the name as well. Those two players, standout players for sure. But ultimately, Reborn Rejects they are better at Respawn, no doubt. When it comes to Respawn, they are better by a mile when it comes to respawns. And the only time we actually saw AXM cook was that S&D. Certainly, so it might be their strong suit, but eventually they have to, start fighting the respawn teams as well. And Reborn Rejects was just a lot better at respawns, and they claimed the whole thing 2-1 as well. We did get to see our very first control game of the Group B qualifiers, but unfortunately, it wasn't what we expected, man. It got to a blowout, 3-0, and AXM are going home. Damn.
Yep. Blowout is the word. I mean, they did force out the control, and I thought, oh hey, there's a fighting chance. These guys really want to stay in the APC, and just show how much they want to stay. They force out the control, and then we get to a control where already one round down. Okay, it's just one round. We can still do a 2-1, and now another round down, and we're like, what is going on? We can still do a 3-2, and now we see the last round lost, and it's a 3-0. AXM, what went wrong in the control? I expected something more. I expected that fighting spirit to show us in the S&D, but well, the spawn trap in the second round, you can tell Reborn Rejects were not smiling there.
No doubt, man. They weren't smiling. They were definitely not smiling. But again, big shout out to AXM. Big shout out to Swishy, by the way. Swishy and Periwinkle. Those two players, as well as Axium have their own standout players. Those are the standout players for the whole game entirely, literally. Swishy and Periwinkle. I don't know who Swishy is exactly, though. It might be Clinty on the chat saying he's Swishy, bro. I don't believe it yet, bro. But again, Swishy, wonderful game, was dominating, literally. This was a game of literally not his pairs. He was shooting everybody like they were training ground practice for him there. Clean work from Swishy. Big shout out to him. Periwinkle as well, standout player. And Reborn Rejects are just going to walk their way through to the next round in the lower bracket, hopefully for a qualification sports eventually tomorrow, as we, decide who are going to be our 4 teams qualifying for the African Pro Series itself, the main event. We are going to find out tomorrow. But again, this was our last game of the evening, guys. Wonderful, wonderful game, as AXM have, gone home, guys. Crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff indeed. Impressive gameplay we are seeing from AXM. And of course, during that S&D, they really made their mark, but that control just wasn't it. That control wasn't just their time. That control wasn't their moment. And yeah, it's impressive really that they even pushed that far, despite all odds, despite the hard point, despite everything. They pushed out the control, but they showed us that look, we have tried, and this is where we wave our flag goodbye and say, well, it was a brilliant gameplay. Reborn, here you go. You want it out, now you get it.
Yeah, what Black is doing is bringing a sportsmanship view, bro. I will throw hands with you, bro. You said we go ask here. I will teach your towel, bro. But anyways, yeah, clean work, no doubt. Clean work for AXM. That they fought hard. They really had moments of brilliance there, but unfortunately, control was just not going to be theirs. And 35 kill mark for Swishy, only 8 deaths. That's a KD, if I'm not mistaken, a 4-point-something KD. My God, that is insane work at this level for sure. But again, clean work. KSO, or even K, 22 on the level, a perfect 2.0 KD there. Crazy work for AXM, just not able to find their light whatsoever, as everybody went neg. I mean, don't even talk about Uros and 800 MS. Jesus, 920, 923. That might be the time right now. Let me confirm. The time is 9:26, so they almost correctly predicted the time. Unfortunately, just short of it there. But again, wonderful game still. And AXM are home, but Reborn Rejects still have, a
couple more rounds and them, a couple more games. Can they qualify tomorrow, or are they also going to be joining AXM in the house?
Well, we get to see that, man. 923. I think 800 has predicted it more correctly. But yeah, it is something, and it is what it is. Swishy there, 197 impact with the MVP. Man, absolutely styled and control. And of course, Daniel this time bagging the MVP over Badicon. And yeah, well, sometimes you gotta let someone else take the spotlight, man.
You have to know that. It has to be, bro.
Yeah,
Has to be.
yeah,
But yeah,
it has
that's
to
it,
be.
guys. This has been a wonderful qualifier. This has been a very wonderful day. Don't forget, guys, the match day twos are going to be starting off tomorrow by 6 p.m. West African time. Don't forget that. It's going to be starting tomorrow. Again, guys, I was sleeping at 6:24 today, man. Crazy stuff, bro. I didn't even know we had the cars, bro. But again, guys, we've had a very wonderful evening, very wonderful day. Big shout out to our sponsors, ASG Call of Duty Mobile, Awa Sports Gaming, guys. Big shout out to Awa Sports Gaming. Big shout out to all our watch party holders, Die Hard, Mommy Witch, whoever else is out there, watch party. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you for coming on the stream. Again, if you're on the Whitey chat, guys, before you leave the Whitey chat, go and leave a thumbs up on that screen, on that live stream. Go and leave a thumbs up, guys. But yeah, any final words, Black, before we go and call it a night for day one of the Group B qualifiers?
Yep, really impressive gameplay from all these teams, and they it's something really because we saw a first time control. We saw a first time control here. AXM made it work. So even if they're out of the APS, right? Even if they're out of the African Pro Series, they still did something other teams could, and that's something we can remember them for. Badicon, of course, making his mark there in that S&D mode. The man said, "Oh, hey. You know me, I'm gonna deliver," and that's exactly what he did in the SMT. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to secure the game. Of course, with the other three games we streamed earlier today, we saw impressive gameplays from those players. And yeah, that's everything. It was amazing casting with you tonight, Carl. It was an amazing experience, fun gameplays, fun moments, fun clutches, and fun streams. Thanks to ASG for sponsoring this and bringing this big tournament to us here.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a lovely night. Have a lovely evening. And we're going to see you guys again at the African Pro Series qualifiers tomorrow, match day 2, the final day of the qualifiers. And that's where we find out our last 4 qualifying teams. I don't know if there was a GFS one for the first 4 qualifying teams. I haven't really seen that, no, but we know who they are. I don't forget who they are, Sha. I'm getting old. Anyways, guys, so going to be ending things off here. See you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Big shout out again all our watch party hosts, and we are going to see all of you tomorrow by 6 p.m. West African time. Goodbye.